But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Let's get it out of the way. It's cold today. Blah, blah, blah. It's going to get a lot colder, though.
Coldest day of the season until tomorrow.
Coldest day of the year.
That's what I hear.
22 degrees. Wind chill making it almost single digits today.
Yeah, some people in the country are like, what? Wow.
Yeah.
If you're in Montana, I don't even know. It's probably warmer in Montana.
Katie Couric and her new hairdo last night.
I call it a hair don't. Oh, gosh. Oh, good gravy. Am I the card?
It's creepy because she's in her 50s and she looks like she's in college with her hair or something. I don't know what the hell she's doing with that new hairdo, but...
She's not going with the short, perky look anymore? What is she doing?
It is short.
Oh, it is?
And I don't know. It's a haircut like college girls are getting.
When do women have to opt for the old lady hair? If you see an old lady with young girl hair, it's all creepy.
Yeah.
Especially if you see them from behind and then you turn to look and go, ooh, like a skull with long hair on it.
We saw a lady yesterday on the walkover. She let her gray hair come in, curly gray hair, and I asked the guys, would you? And just about every one of us said, yes.
No way.
Even though the gray hair would be a little creepy when you get her naked, but...
Oh.
The face was more than fine, and instead of dyeing her hair, she said, you know what, this is who I am. You could tell. She's like, this is who I am, and she let that gray hair come in. She was a looker.
That's a tough one.
There's Katie Couric. Everyone's talking about her new hair. She's kind of doing almost an emo thing. You got to do the bangs across the forehead.
Yeah,
it makes you look younger.
It's the short, perky thing she's known for, yet, yeah, she's got that emo swoosh going along the front.
Yeah. But they were doing the roundup, the weather roundup yesterday, and wow. We should not bitch. And we're a national show because of our satellite radio presence. 22 is nothing. Maybe we could hear from our listeners. They were saying it was like, I don't know, like minus 20 in Dakota and all these crazy places. And one reporter threw a glass of water up in the air, and it pretty much froze before it hit the ground. They were doing all that fun stuff.
See, that's cold.
That's much colder than what we got here. So we'll acknowledge it's kind of cold for us New Yorkers.
Yeah.
We're lame. We can't really handle the real cold weather. I was telling somebody in my building, they're like, wow, it's really cold outside. I'm like, go live in Buffalo for 3 years and then tell me how cold it is. You get a month of single digits in Buffalo. Yeah. Easy.
Not my kind of weather.
No, what are you going to do? We get a couple weeks of this, and then we skate right to spring. No problem.
Skate?
Yeah, you skate right to spring, man.
It'd be cold to skate. Want to skate?
How's everybody this morning?
I'm a little upset.
Why?
Adolf. Little Adolf.
Oh, the kid.
Feel a little bad.
Yeah.
They apparently took him away from his parents. Remember the story? They wanted to put Adolf Hitler, happy birthday Adolf Hitler, on a birthday cake.
Yeah.
Because the family had named their young son Adolf Hitler Campbell, I believe it was. Adolf Hitler Campbell.
You get the nice American last name, Campbell.
Yeah.
And you mess up the first name.
Look how adorable Adolf Hitler is. Oh, is he the cutest little kid? And they wanted to put it on his cake and denied. The supermarket they went to get it done and said, no, we will not put Adolf Hitler on a birthday cake. Okay, what the kid's name is. And it made the news, and now, a month or so later, maybe even longer, apparently the authorities have taken little Adolf Hitler and the sister also, I believe.
Yeah, all the kids with the weird
Aryan,
German names.
Young Aryan.
Yeah.
They've taken them away from the parents.
Well, they're not saying why yet.
I think when they went in the house, they found some little swastika quilts and things like that around the house. But they've taken them away, and they even fessed up to the fact that there were no signs of physical abuse. They were a loving family. This looks to me like they were taking their kids away for nothing but politically based reasons. And if that is indeed the case, wow.
Wait, that little birthday cake kid?
Yes, they took him away from his family. The
But then-
government felt it was time to step in and make a decision that perhaps he wasn't being raised in a healthy environment because of the parents' maybe political ideology.
Well, they're not really saying.
Well,
We're just all guessing at this point.
I heard that one of the authorities that actually went in said that there was no sign of any physical abuse on these kids, that they had been well fed, well taken care of. Of course, they were a little upset with the swastika quilts. I believe James Gum had one of those.
Did he?
Yes. I had just recently watched that again. And he had some swastika quilts. But, boy, that's kind of a weird situation, though.
That's scary.
If they start taking away for that. Obviously, that's pretty extreme. If you're a white supremacist, Nazi ideology, it is an extreme idea to have children grow up in that environment. But it's no different than some of these hardcore Muslims, hardcore Black Panthers raising their kids in hateful environments. But they take them away for different reasons. Perhaps they're emaciated.
Yeah, we'll find out more.
You can't take a kid because the parents are radical.
No.
They're not officially saying that. We don't know for sure.
Well, they couldn't find any other reason.
Well,
And what a coinky-dink if there wasn't some other reason a month later, over a month later, they find out, that there's a problem with these kids?
well, the story bothered a lot of people, and I'm sure they started kind of doing some investigating, and they probably found some other things that they're not really telling us yet.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I just say, bye-bye.
Alex in Buffalo, -2 in Buffalo. See? -2 in Buffalo right now, and we're not talking wind chill. It's -4 in Detroit, Michigan.
I think
Right
cold.
now.
It's cold in the day.
It's certainly cold in the day, so 22 is nothing. Actually, it went down 2 degrees since we started the show. Now we're down to 20 degrees.
Brr.
Yeah.
Not for me. For a little guy. Yeah. I just think we've seen our First Amendment rights now being thrown out the window. And
Yep.
I don't know. Well, everything will be better once Obama's in. Everything's going to be better. Right?
I like the hope. I like the excitement.
How many days, Stump Brain? How many days?
5 or 6 days left?
5 or 6 days? The police
days.
is
Next Tuesday,
stepping in, stop the 1 million person crush they say is going to be on there in Washington. 1 million people coming to see the big inauguration. God, I almost screw that up every time. And a lot of people.
Yeah, but they have a small problem they're worried about. They apparently only have 5,000 porta potties for 1 million people.
Well, that's all right. I've seen some video on certain websites. People just go to the bathroom on the side of buildings and cars and things. I've been watching a lot of YouTubes. It's pretty. Wow, is that nasty?
Who's doing that?
Oh boy, I've seen some inner city videos. Ooh, Jiminy Cricket.
And why are they doing that?
I don't know. I don't know why people on the side of other people's cars. They just rip down their pants, lean against someone's parked car, and just decide to let her rip on the side of buildings right there in public. Cars are zipping by.
Because what? They need a place to go. There's no Starbucks in that area?
Instead of maybe holding it until you get somewhere, or I don't know. To me, it's disgusting. It's uncivilized, and it seems to be running rampant because there's plenty of videos about that on there.
And who turned you on to this one?
Well, there's a certain website I visit every so often to keep up on things. Hey, boy, there it is. A certain website I visit. There was a news clip on there, or a clip there yesterday that perhaps we could get some sound from. There is a woman talking about how she went into a restaurant, rang up her and her friend, and it's on YouTube, rang up a tab for about $165 because she got some filet mignon and stuff, and had some drinks, and then she left, and with a complete seriousness on her part, left an $8 tip. Left $8 that she had left. And was not even looking like it was a problem. And then she bitched that the waiter came out and started yelling at her. You know, I work for a living. This is my job. You stiff me like that. She then went in and started bitching to management. She goes, if I didn't want to tip, I'd have gone to McDonald's or something like that. But I left him $8. It's not my problem. He can't afford things. I wanted steak. I couldn't. I could afford the meal. I just don't have to tip. And the arrogance coming out of this woman for not giving this guy $8 on a $162 bill.
Wow. And it's a news clip.
Oh, no. It was a YouTube video that was on a certain website that I had visited last night. And, wow. Just stunned at the, see, there is a tipping problem.
Yeah. I don't know whose side I'm on.
What?
You have. I tip good. I'm a good tipper.
Dude, I'm a very good tipper, too.
But I also, waitresses bug me, too.
You got to watch the video. You'll be on someone's side.
Okay.
Oh, you'll be on someone's side. It won't be hers. The arrogance. That screw you. I had enough. I had money in my pocket to get my dinner and my friend's dinner and the drinks, and that's all I'm entitled to have to pay. And she even said she got good service. And that's, she said it should be part of the bill. Part of the bill.
Can we play the audio on the show or
like
what?
Red Lobster or something? Yeah, she goes on a bit, so I'm sure it's going to have to be edited down.
Yeah.
But she goes off on certain parts where you'd just be like, oh, my God, I want to slap this broad in the face.
What finally happened?
Nothing. She just ends it by, I think, pulling her pants down in front of the camera and slapping her ass and saying, here's your tip.
Really?
Yeah. Her big fat ass, by the way.
I remember one time I saw a waitress yell one time, and there was a couple that had left. It was a black couple, and she was really mad that they didn't leave her a tip. And she's like, you forgot to tip! And the guy had been coming back from the register because he had to get change. He's like, I was getting change.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Awful.
Maybe she shouldn't have jumped the gun like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy,
that-
did she flying leap over the gun. I was in a diner in North Brunswick. Oh, was he not pleased? He and his lady friend were not happy.
I bet that just brought a little more hatred on their part.
Oh, yeah. That brought us another 20 years.
All right, we're just getting warmed up. Our phone number, 877-212-O&A, minus 35 tonight with the wind chill in Iowa for Kurt and the boys up there in Iowa. Wow.
That's what you get for living in Iowa.
And then the beauty of a national show. It's 51 in O-Town right now. And then somebody else, 52 in Savannah. I'm going for a jog in a little while, guys. Enjoy the cold weather up there in New York.
That's freezing there for them, though.
Opie and Anthony. And good morning to everybody. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. 877-212-O&A. Right to the phones. Let's say hi to Peter in New York City. Peter, how are you, buddy?
Yes, Anthony, I'm going to try and be gentle with you. There are no laws that say that you have to tip anyone.
Right.
A tip is a gratuity for services rendered.
Right.
The nouveau riche generally try to make some kind of social statement, and I understand you came into a lot of money, and the fact is that you don't have the cultural accliments to be able to adjust to it, so you think by buying off someone you're going to get service?
Okay, can
the
I...
argument should be with the restaurant owner.
All right, hold it.
Talk to your mobster cousins and tell them to increase the salary of these workers.
Don't go anywhere. Let me talk to you now. I love how I'm placed in this category. I grew up under a single mom who was a waitress and worked off of tips. So even when I...
So you're overcompensating.
So, no. So even when I had a crappy job, dude, I was making $25,000 a year. Even when I had that piece of crap job, and less on certain jobs, I tipped. I tipped well because I know that a lot of these people that work in that industry make garbage. You know, they don't even make like minimum wage.
Why isn't the restaurant owner held responsible?
Well, you know why? Because that's just the way it is. And what I'm saying...
No. See, you're not American. Where were you born at? The gratuity. Look up gratuity. Thank you.
I know what it means. Did he hang up? You know, you pussy. Go ahead, just hang up on me. Let's not have a discussion. Let's not go back and forth. You get the last word in. You just whine, get the last word in, and then leave me hanging here. You're a dick. You really are. I tipped my whole life. I understood. If I got bad service, I left a crappy tip. When all of us hooligans from school would stay out late and go to the diner, sometimes that waitress got nothing because she was a piece of crap waitress. Other times, when waitresses go above and beyond or have a nice ass, they get a nice tip. That's how it works. I don't know what the criteria is for tipping and how much, but I know one goddamn thing, that the incident I was talking about with this woman, she was totally unjustified in leaving $8 on a $162 tab because she's just a cheap F. That's why.
She wasn't pissed off at the restaurant or the service or anything?
She had no concept, no clue at how a civilized nation treats its servers in restaurants. That seems to be the problem. And believe me, she wasn't busting any stereotypes apart. That's what I meant, jackass. Hang up on me, will you? Love these people. Blah, blah, blah. Click. Oh.
Let's go to John in Queens. Hey, John, how are you?
Pretty good. How you guys doing? A big fan.
Oh,
the
thank you,
doctor
John.
calls you up and goes, yes, you have AIDS. Click. No answers. No answer on how to get that cocktail to save yourself.
Hey, listen, I don't know if you guys saw on American Idol, Ryan Seacrest, they ended the show a special with this guy. He was blind. He had like 2% vision. They compared it to him looking through a straw is all he could see. He needs help with everything. And he got pushed through to the next round. And he's out there with his family, and then Ryan Seacrest walks up and tried to give him a high five.
Blind people are stupid. Click.
So wait, Ryan Seacrest
Just got me.
Ryan Seacrest goes to give a high five
to a blind guy. And the guy just stood there.
Nice one.
There's a great Ryan Seacrest video. It's one of the hottest videos this week where Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie are at the Golden Globes. Yeah. And Ryan Seacrest just goes, hey, it's Brad and Angelina, like he's about to interview him. And they ignored him and made believe he wasn't even there, like he was invisible. And he looked like the biggest dope just standing there going, I know they heard me. They obviously have a problem with Ryan Seacrest or the E! Network or something. Very funny video.
Twice. Once on that, once on the high five. Sitting there with his hand up, with Dummy just looking at him.
I hope he played it off by at least palming the blonde guy's forehead.
That'd be a good one. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, no. He then grabs his...
Oh, boy. And he's holding the blind stick and everything.
Yeah.
Whoever saw American Idol, come on in and help us out, because I couldn't be bothered with this show. I saw it, actually. All right, well, hold on 1 second. We're going to get to you in a second there, Danny. Let's go to John in Ozone Park. John.
Good morning, boys. How you doing?
Good, man.
Hey, man.
Listen, Anthony, you're 100% right. It's a crappy industry. There's a pizzeria in my neighborhood. He pays his drivers $15 for the night. And if those guys don't get tips, how do they make a living?
Yeah, that's another thing. The delivery guys, whenever a delivery guy comes, I'll always tip that guy legit. You know, give him a good tip, worth the effort for, hopping out and bringing me food.
That guy who said that nouveau... hold on, buddy. Hold on 1 second, buddy. The guy who was talking about the nouveau riche thing, it's like when a guy delivers food to me, yeah, I'm doing well, so it's like I feel bad for a guy that's going to schlep out in rain and 10-degree weather to deliver a sandwich, so you always give him money.
Yeah,
always.
The caller before was trying to make it seem like what? I try to make it myself feel better about myself. I'm trying to make myself feel good by tipping. Go screw your mother.
I think the guy, but in all fairness, I think the guy was annoyed because he knew where you were and where you found this video. So right there, he wasn't really going to be listening to what you had to say.
Sorry.
You're pretty much bragging that you're on this fine website that makes fun of black people.
Even one of the worst sites ever do have facts sometimes. Sorry.
But I think that's why you might have got under the guy's skin to begin with.
Yeah, got under his skin.
Probably.
All right, John. Thank you.
Gentlemen, have a good day.
I completely agree with the whole tipping thing, but one of the things that has happened with these restaurants is they're adding the tip right to your bill now.
Yeah, that I don't like.
Which
incentive.
If you're a waiter or waitress, are you really going to push that much harder if you know you're already going to get your tip? Like I was away recently, it was a who gives a crap type place, and they're like, we added 18% to your bill for your convenience.
Was it just you and your wife, or was it like a bunch of people?
No, just the two of us, and I didn't mind paying it. And actually, I laughed because I'm like, these dummies don't even know that I go 20 every single time, no problem, sometimes more.
It's easier to calculate.
So because for my convenience, they lost out on, 2 to 5%. But still, I mean, why would you have an incentive as a waiter or waitress if it's already put on your bill like that?
The one thing I agree with though is the restaurants. It is so bizarre how they are able. I don't know what the real reason is to hire people for that crap wage.
I know it's just gone back. It's always been that way, and I think they can hire people for that crap wage because they know that it's going to be offset by the tips. But most people are fine. You talk to any waitress. A waiter, and they'll tell you most people are absolutely fine. They tip, they're nice, leave, whatever. But it's just those every once in a while, you get these arrogant son of a bitches that come in and just refuse to tip like it's degrading to have to tip.
Or sometimes they don't tip because of house rules. Like, I mean, I've worked plenty of jobs where I've worked on tips. I've been waiter, bartender, all that stuff. And one bar that I worked at, the rule was like every third drink was a buyback. And this guy refused to tip me well because I wouldn't give him a better buyback ratio. And I'm like, it's not my. I was like, it's like if I give you more free drinks, then I get in trouble.
Bar rules.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Mike in Jersey.
And
Mikey.
why give it to him when you can pocket the money yourself?
What's up, Mike?
Hey, what's up, brother?
Mike, how are you, brother?
Yeah, I was just saying, all types of people ain't that way. Me, myself, I tip heavily. Around holiday time, I give them an extra $10, on the tip. Because I'm a garbage man myself, and I like somebody to tip me,
Yeah.
Yeah, you get that Christmas bonus sometimes. Been a little was a little light this year, I bet, huh?
Oh, it was a little heavy this year. You would think it was light, but
yeah,
it was heavy this year.
Tipping the garbage.
People might have felt that times are bad. I tipped a little more on my doorman. I tipped at least what I tipped last year, and a little bit more in some cases, just because I knew that it was probably hard for them. And they probably got a lot of people thinking that way, too. They may have, like, bandits.
Yeah.
I'm definitely tipping more because of what's going on.
Yeah, man.
Subconsciously, I'm just throwing a few more bucks around.
Dude, even bad service, I mean, for me to not tip, it's...
I can't do it.
The worst I can
do.
The worst I can do is to properly tip, which is 15%
minimum
on the bill before tax. Technically, what you're supposed to tip, I believe, is if the bill is like, I had $20, you look at it and say it was $17 before tax. You're supposed to tip, I think it's 15% on the before tax money. So that's the worst I can do. And I mean, on a terrible service. We had one in this restaurant one night, and the guy, he forgot to put the food in. He was a dick about it. It was waiting so long. We're like, you know what, forget it. He said, well, no, it's already here. Like, I want to strangle this prick. But even that, I tipped a little bit.
I'll always take whatever the amount is, move the decimal one place over to the left, and double it. That's how I do it. Yeah, it figures out to 20%, unless it's under $5. And then, then you just throw them the $5. Something like that. No.
Let's say hi to Kent in California. Kent, how are you?
Somebody like $1.60. Get the change purse out like the old ladies at the diners when they're all quibbling. That's part of their little quibbling old lady life. They all pull out the change, and you just hear a clink clanking, and there's pennies out. Oh, the waitress is just like, oh.
Quibbling old lady life.
Quibbling over a quarter.
What do you got, Kent?
Yeah, I ended up tipping a guy $3 in a $90 meal today, simply out of disgust of how he handled my money. It was you know how you do? They bring over the book, you put your card in, or you put, whatever cash you want, and he would take it back to the register, bring you your change.
Yeah.
So this guy's looking at me and my friends, brings over the book. I put my money in it, wait for him to come back, take it to the register, bring me my change. What he does is opens up the book, pulls out a crisp 100 I had just put in there, holds it up to the light right in front of the, entire restaurant, and then proceeds to pull out change from his pocket.
Yeah, that seems a little, that should be done maybe by the register or something.
Yeah, I don't want everybody in the restaurant to know how much money I'm carrying around on me.
Oh, or Diamond Jim Brady with your 100. That's now going to be broken up, and you're going to get $10 back because it was a $90 meal. Hold on there, Rockefeller.
Wow. Those people know you're waltzing around with $16 in your pocket. Living on Easy Street.
I'll say this. I was in a bar being generous, and it wasn't exactly a great neighborhood.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you, Riley. When did you have this? When did you have this meal? Because you said today. Did you say today?
Yeah, it was dinner.
Oh, so you mean last night, or?
He's in California.
I'm in California. No, I haven't gone to bed yet.
Oh, all right.
You're still like living Tuesday.
Yeah, how can you go to bed?
Yeah.
That's so weird to us here in New York.
Wednesday.
A mattress stuffed with cash.
Yeah, all that money to watch. What are you waiting for the banks to open? He's got $17.38 that needs looking after.
Valet, could you bring my armored car up, please? I'm leaving.
Hey, don't go to Vegas, man. They won't give you a security walkout until a half hour. Careful.
All right,
roller.
Thank you, Kent.
All right, take care, Bill Gates.
Yeah,
it's got a sound beating.
No
hey,
kidding.
Kent, is it really bent? All right, sorry.
With that, let's go to Rochester.
What are you booing for? That's what you get for a $10 tip. Nothing. Take your $9 and stuff it, pal.
We go to Patrick in Rochester.
Yes.
Patrick, how cold is it up there?
I miss you.
Good luck following Rockefeller, Patrick.
-2.
What, Patrick?
It's about -2.
-2?
Oof.
Jeez.
Yeah. Hey, Jimmy, I used to catch you at the cellar in 2000.
Oh my God.
Well, we chased him. Never.
Wanda Sykes was like the MC.
Oh yeah, that's right. Wanda used to host it. Yeah, she still goes on when she comes.
Yeah, she was a black sassy woman.
She's very funny.
Who knew?
Wanda's funny, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I did want to give the perspective on. I'm a white guy, and I used to be a waiter.
Yay. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry. Just rooting for the home team. Go ahead.
Look, I got really good tips off black people, just for giving them normal service.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it becomes sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy where if they could probably sense that the waiters are a bit racist sometimes.
Wow, when they throw the food from across the room.
Hell of an accusation.
Y'all catch.
Well, you go back in the back room, in the smoking room. They're like, "Yeah, I got a black couple. What do they order? Fried chicken, watermelon." Ha ha ha. I mean, I think a lot of customers can kind of sense when they get a bad waiter.
Yeah, maybe. I'm sure there are.
Okay, that's just
I just added nothing.
All right, thank you. Let's go to Malik in Asbury Park for the black perspective. Malik.
Yo.
What are you laughing at, Malik?
I was laughing at the last dude. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Hey, man.
All right.
He's basically saying black people will tip more if they get good service because they usually expect bad service.
Yeah, it's true. Yo, listen, and you got to get off that, man. It's a stereotype. Listen.
Yeah.
If I call in an order and I got to go pick it up, I still tip the waitresses, and all they got to do is just take their sloppy white ass to the back and go get my food. I still give them a tip. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I tip for takeout, too, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's just the stereotype. Now, you still got some, bum-ass people that don't leave tips, but that's across the board. It ain't got nothing to do with, race, color, nationality, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You just got bum people across the board.
Why do you think that stereotype is so prevalent, though, that black people don't tip?
Well, I think at one time it could have been a high percentage of black people that didn't tip because they may have, like the past caller said, they might have felt some type of way going into a restaurant. Like, yo, why we gotta sit in the back by the kitchen? You know what I'm saying? We gonna give him a bad tip. You know, we ain't gonna get no tip. But now, man, them days is over, man. Everybody's tipping. And if you ain't tipping, you real bummy.
Real bummy.
For real.
Yes,
on the real, yo, if you don't tip America, O&A listeners, you a bum ass.
Well, now with Obama in there, it's going to be embarrassing for the President of the United States if people don't start tipping better. People of color
Well, now
don't
since
start
he's
tipping.
president, I ain't tipping.
And now you're not tipping. Only a few more days left, Malik, and you're on Easy Street.
I'm loving it. I'm heading down to Washington for the whole ceremony, man.
Are you going down?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going down. Me and a couple of my buddies, you know what I'm saying? We're going to go down and get the party cracking.
How close you think?
Cracking.
How close you think you're going to get?
Probably Virginia.
Yeah, no kidding. God, you know what? At least you understand. Most of these people going down there, they're not even going to be. You're not even going to be able to see them through a telescope.
That's all right. Just to be there for the energy and everything on this history-making day.
There's only.
That's what it's about. It's about going there. You know what I'm saying? Celebrating the whole. You know what I'm saying? Just the movement. You know what I mean?
I got offered a gig down there, and I would have been able to go to the inauguration, although not sit right there, and I just turned it down.
Yeah?
No.
Yeah, you guys should come down and support.
Huh?
You guys should come down and support, man. It's going to be a beautiful thing, especially you, Ant.
You know something? Funny enough, I will, I'm going to hop a plane that day and wing on over to France.
Hold on. Ant, he's not being inaugurated in France.
Exactly.
I'm
definitely. But
there's an excitement in the air.
Yeah, man, I got to be honest.
Some hope in the air.
Is there some hope in the air?
People haven't felt like this toward a president in a long time.
JFK, man.
Y'all tell me.
Maybe JFK. We weren't around for the JFK, so we don't even know for sure.
I've heard enough people.
All the other presidents we've had in our life, there wasn't excitement like this.
In our lives, no. But JFK, the way they talked about him, they were like there was a weird hopefulness. People just because he was young,
right?
You know, people just had this vibe. For him.
It's the time too. I think if any young guy got in there, there would be this hopefulness, or
plus he's black.
When Bill Clinton got in. His whole basis, his platform was based on hope, you know?
Yeah, but with Bill Clinton, it was kind of different, though, even though he brought that sense of hope. With Obama, I mean, even the people he got performing, do you see the performance list? He don't got, like, Crosby, Still, and Nash and Bob Dylan. He got, like, Will.i.am. You know what I'm saying? Kanye. I mean...
Oh, boy.
I know Chappelle is doing something down there. Dane Cook are doing shows.
Cook.
Yeah, just the man of the people, Ed. You got to get on board now, man.
He's never going to be on board. Who are you kidding?
I'll be on board. The QE2.
That ain't happening.
Listen, I kind of know how you felt, because when I went to your virus show, yo, listen, bro, I was there for 5 minutes. Literally got out of my car. And some dude walked up to me. It was like 3 white dudes. They was like, yo, let me shake your hand. I'm like, for what? He's like, I can't believe you're a black person at an O&A show.
Hilarious.
Let me tell you something, man. It was almost about to be real violent at y'all show, man. And my man just looked at me like, yo, be easy, be easy. So I know how you feel, man. I was about to shut your show down, man, for real. Like, yo,
you don't have to worry. Whitey don't do it. We got an occasional crazy white guy, you know, of course, that might think differently. But for the most part, Whitey just sits back and takes it. And, you know, we'll see what happens. Well, while a lot of black people are interested in the hope in the air, the energy, the inauguration, a lot of white people are interested in their portfolios, their jobs, and things like that. So I just hope the guy can pull that off and appoint a cabinet that helps this lousy economy, gets our soldiers home, and you know, does a good job as president of the United States. I don't care if he's green.
Yeah, I hope he does a good thing, too. But, yo, the reality is that, yo, he got 8 years to clean up, man. So
you already gave him another 4.
I don't know about that 8. We'll have to wait and see.
You already gave him 4 more years. Wow.
There's excitement and hope going into it. We'll see what happens in the coming months, the coming year or two.
I hope he does well, because then whoever runs against him is going to have an easy time. They're going to run on the platform. What'd you expect?
All right, Malik, we got to let you go today. All right, buddy?
All right, fellas, have a good one, man.
Right.
Hey, yo, Jim, I'm going to be down there at the Borgata to check you out on January 18th, too, man.
Oh, come up and say hello, man.
Nice.
When is
I'll
that?
holler at you, man.
you're
I'm,
on.
I'm,
You
yeah,
gonna
no doubt, man. I'm going to come holler at you, man.
Yeah, you should, man. Come up and say hello.
You're on Thursday?
Yeah.
No, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Malik, I'm going to be down there too.
Hello.
Click. He's going to get his boys. So
One more on tipping, then we'll take a break.
Wouldn't mind meeting Malik. It'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Paul in Jersey, how are you?
I'll leave him a ticket or tickets for him.
Hey,
and his
how's
friend.
it going?
What's up?
First time caller.
Yeah.
I actually go over and I travel a lot, and I actually got kicked out of a restaurant for tipping.
Really?
Do
yeah.
tell.
In Japan. Okay. In Japan.
The hand can be used like a knife, but not on this tomato. The ginsu. Remember that? In Japan.
Yeah, then you see a guy like putting his hand on his wife's throat. See, it doesn't work here either.
Yeah. In Tokyo, I had actually, because I'm just used to tipping, and I tipped, and they got extremely offended because you're now basically going over and saying they're not doing their job.
Yeah.
And,
Well, how-
and they asked me to leave.
They're screwed up over there.
Wow.
How are they saying
They're
you're not-
offended by tipping?
Yeah, like you get a bill. You get a normal bill. You go over, like you said, 15, 20, sometimes more, depending on the service. I just left the regular tip. The bill was like $100. I left like 25, and I was walking towards the bar to get a drink, and the waiter comes over, and I didn't understand what the hell he was saying. And the bartender who spoke English said, "You left a tip? Why did you leave a tip?" And I found out that
I'm American,
they looked down
dummy.
on, right, exactly. Yeah, well, they look down on it.
Well,
They
didn't
look down on it over there.
So weird.
but it is weird. It's a weird cultural thing. But don't people realize, like, hey, look, I'm an American. It's a custom there. It's not done to be.
Yeah.
Don't people ever look at the motives? They just get mad.
I don't understand it, but I mean, I just thought I would chime in. Ed, you're from...
Get a Godzilla Godzilla.
Wow.
I almost said Godzilla contest.
Yes,
you almost said
certainly
something
did.
else.
Yeah, it sounded like something else the way it came out. But
Well, he called me Ed. Go ahead, sir.
No, not Ed.
yeah.
I know.
No, ED.
Oh, good.
Yeah. All right, no, just chime in.
Sorry, buddy.
Whatever.
I thought he called me Ed.
All right, Paul. We're going to regroup
Not
here.
like he's dumping the tip out of the Enola Gay. That might anger him.
I didn't even get
Here's your tip, fella. Open Bombay doors.
All right, we'll move on from tipping. Get into some other things. American Idol, I guess. People are talking about this blind guy, and a few of the guys around here saw American Idol last night. We'll get into that for a few minutes. Also, more phone calls, 877-212-0&A. You're checking out Opie and Anthony. I guess I got to acknowledge all the Ranger fans out there. Ugh. Well, I had a hockey game to watch last night. That's right, watch, even though I have tickets. I wasn't going to take that abuse last night at the Coliseum. F that. Gave them to my brother. Gave my brother my tickets. Islander Ranger game last night. 877-212-0&A.
Did he have a good time?
I think he blew off the game, too. And we're hardcore Islander fans, but, this is a season for the ages. The Islanders haven't won a game since early December, I do believe. We've only won 12 games. We are the worst team in hockey. Look, I'm here. Say whatever you want. What can I tell you? What can I tell you? This is one for the ages. It got so bad last night. Now, Rick DiPietro, who signed, a 15-year deal. You don't sign any athlete to 15 years. I don't care how...
15-year deal.
I don't care how much...
Crazy.
How old is he, 9?
He's a young guy, but still. You don't sign any athlete to 15 years. You don't even sign Jordan to 15 years in his prime. You don't sign LeBron James. How about that? LeBron James, you would not sign him for 15 years.
That's
Even though LeBron's what now? 23, 24, something like that? Maybe you sign LeBron for 15 years. I don't know.
for an athlete, though. I mean, you just never know what's going to happen to him.
Well, that's exactly what I'm getting into because Rick DiPietro, ever since he signed this 15-year deal, hasn't played that much. Has had both hips worked on, both knees, He came back after sitting out most of the season, and there's swelling at his knee, so now he's sitting out again. They're trying to figure out why his surgically repaired knee is swelling. So then they had to bring up
it's surgically repaired.
then they got this McDonald guy who's is average at best. He gets pretty much knocked out in the first 5 minutes of the game last night. They had to bring in a goalie that they called up from the minors, who's only played in 9 NHL games. And he had to play the game last night, and he did well against the Rangers. It was 2-1 Rangers in the end. But the goalie coach for the Islanders was actually searching around for freaking pads and equipment because he might have to go in the game last night. That's how pathetic the Islanders have become.
Are you kidding me?
And it was more than joking. They're like, if this guy goes down, we officially don't have a goalie to bring in. So the goalie coach himself, who, what's his name? He only retired a couple years ago. He's like, we might have to scramble, get the league on the phone, and I might have to sign a 1-game contract so we can finish out this game tonight.
God.
It never got to that point because, I don't even know the guy's name. He did all right, and he wasn't injured or anything, but that's how pathetic the Islanders are this year.
Wow, that's amazing. How'd they get in such bad position?
See Fast Freddy and everybody laughing. Well, it's a rebuilding year. Fast Freddy goes, Rick DiPietro has only played in 4 games. They're paying this guy a bloody fortune. 15-year contract.
Wow.
He's a talented guy before he started getting all his surgery, so we are so effed. No one's going to want Rick DiPietro in the end. No one.
That's rough.
Well, I mean, hardcore fans understand that we were going into a rebuilding year. So you just go, all right, that's what the teams tell you, so they get people in the seats. Like they lower expectations. Look, it's a rebuilding year. Enjoy seeing the young players.
Yeah, but rebuilding year doesn't mean you don't have enough players. Like, how do they?
They're having problems with their goalies, man. So Rangers 2, Islanders 1. Congrats, blah blah blah. There you go. What can I tell you?
Only 1 goal though. That's
I'm dying over here.
Kind of impressive for some rookie in there.
As long as they played fair and no one got hurt. That is, when all is said and done, that's what's important.
Yeah.
I think they should keep score.
And that's why I didn't watch American Idol. How would you people are watching this damn show. I gave up on it a couple seasons ago.
It's the people that still, they're like hypnotized. They're like zombies when they go to the mall.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things they have to do every year. American Idol comes on, they just must sit in front of TV and watch. It's been ingrained in people's heads to watch this drivel. Mm-hmm. It's enough. I premiere episode, I couldn't be bothered.
But that's the fun episode. You get to meet the new judge. They get the goof factor, get all the awful singers, and make believe that they actually have a shot. Why don't they just tell us that, look, we're doing this because it's a freak show, and you'll enjoy how awful these people are, instead of taking it like they might have a chance and they were invited into that room because they had some kind of talent to begin with.
Well, how about they just have one special one night where it's all the goof people. So if you want to see that,
get it out of the way.
And then in the meantime, during the real show, have real singers.
Yeah.
And the people that, so you can kind of get some sympathy for some of these people in the long run.
Right.
And it's not just a cavalcade of morons out there.
Right.
And then by the time they get down to maybe the top 20, you really do kind of know all of them and have this weird attachment to them. And instead, they parade hundreds of these jackasses in front of the television. I've had it.
It was fun at first when they did that, but now it's like you expect it. And by the way, I was trying to keep it vague. I know it's Mike Dunham. Mike Dunham is the goalie coach for the Islanders. He used to play for the Rangers and the Devils. I knew that. I'm just keeping it vague.
I recognize
so for about 10 people that care, it's Mike Dunham. For the rest of the people out there, they kind of understood what I was getting at. All right. Thank you, because it's coming in like crazy. You can't read anything else on instant feedback.
Like crazy.
What do we got as far as American Idol goes, Sam? I hear we had some kind of deep voice guy and some blind guy. Is that the big get yesterday?
Well, yeah, they were. Remember last season they had a deep voice guy too.
And no, I don't.
We played a bunch of clips of him.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, this season one of their big freak shows last night was the deep voice guy.
Was it fun to listen to and see?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we got a clip of
what is deep voice guy? His singing voice?
And
very deep, like swing low.
But his speaking voice is freakishly deep as well.
Oh, okay.
The whole package.
You're my first, my last, my everything, and the answer to all my dreams. You're my sun, my moon,
And he sucks.
my guiding star.
I picture this being the voice Patrice thinks in.
That's what you want.
Sounds like he should be saying, and I would like some of that cornbread your wife makes.
Wow.
I don't know if Sam put the clip on there, but like after he was done singing, Simon had to ask him.
It's on there.
Yeah, like if he understood why, he shouldn't be in this competition.
Elijah, can I ask you a question? Have you ever seen this show?
Yes, I've seen it.
You've heard this?
Oh, he does know.
Yeah.
All right. And you are aware what the purpose of the show is?
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay. All right, I just wondered if you turned up on the right show or not.
Dude, man.
I mean, that was like something out of a horror movie, Elijah. I mean, seriously, I've never, ever heard
we've never
anything
heard
like
of it.
this.
You just gave me an idea. You could do voiceover work.
Yeah, yes,
Why not?
Yes.
Like for, movies that have monsters in them.
Stop with the whole, what were you thinking?
Yeah.
You brought him into the room to make fun of him, so you should at least say that. Look, these are the guys that are just so awful, we had to put them on TV for you.
What was the screener thinking? What do you think? Tens of thousands of people that show up at these auditions go before the judges that are on TV?
Yeah.
No, there are screeners that screen the people. First they go, all right, we're splitting this crowd in half. You guys are gone. I don't care what you sound like. You guys now are going to start auditioning. That's how it works. What? And then they go through, what? Don't be so disappointed. And then they go through it, and the person who auditioned this guy decided, all right, he's going to be the goofy guy. So it's not what were you thinking. It's what was the paid employee thinking that shoved him in front of these judges.
They have 1 million judges, too.
Yeah,
the show makes it look like they're sitting there for 80 hours straight, looking at every dope that went to the Coliseum.
You think they're going to sit there through 10,000 people?
Oh, man, they're screening the hell out of these people. Those judges probably sit there for maybe 4 hours, I would guess.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I thought that's why Simon was so crabby, because he has to sit through so many.
10,000 people made him a little brash?
Yeah.
Only 8,527 to go. Hoping to get out of here by Tuesday.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Here's the big get, as Sam writes here.
Yeah,
the blind guy, huh?
They spent the entire show playing this on commercial. Here's what you're going to be talking about tomorrow. Wait till you see this. And they played in the last 5 minutes.
That's how they do it.
Played this blind guy.
Are they setting them up for a good run?
Yeah.
So it's so obvious. If you watch these reality shows, the people they don't really pay attention to, they are so gone.
Mm-hmm.
If they focus on one individual, that means that person is going to go really far in the competition.
I can't look.
Extremely far.
I can't look at Sam, though. He has pulled his hair into some type of... It's not considered a ponytail.
Well, no, because...
Is there elastic on that?
Yes.
Okay. And his afro is now pulled back where it is looking like a conjoined twin. You don't have a ponytail. It's this puffy thing on the back of your head. It's a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
You finally got brave enough to come in with that look.
Well,
that's...
Because I can't pull it all the way back because it springs forward. Like, it's long enough to be pulled back, but it springs forward.
Like a little lamb. I want to do what they did on Dirty Jobs to you.
Oh.
Without the whole biting off thing.
Yes.
The loving part of it.
Dirty Jobs. They were castrating sheep using their teeth. It was
horrible.
Quite the video to go search out if you're one of those people that love the videos out there. I don't understand. You guys got to make me understand why you're still growing your hair if the Afro War thing ended. When did it officially end?
Well, first of all, it didn't, because it's still going on. And
no, it was you guys against like Eastside Dave, and Dave lost, obviously.
We killed him.
So, but you and Danny still are growing your hair. When was that contest over?
Well, it's not over because we want.
But when was it technically over? When did Eastside Dave drop out? Which was
the way I see it. It was over about a year ago when we shaved down the middle of his head.
That was a year ago?
About. But
you
then
guys are still growing your hair.
Oh, wow.
But then Dave cut the rest of his head when he had his baby, which was at least 6 months ago.
Right.
So that was definitely over.
So why don't you guys cut your hair now?
Because we're champions.
You're going to lose your girl.
We are champions. And I refuse. I'm too proud to cut my hair, and I think Sam's too proud to cut his hair.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna.
When was the last time you had a haircut?
Like a real haircut?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably at least a year and a half ago. Yeah, at least.
October 06.
Wow, you know.
Yeah, October 06.
I do have a solution.
Wait,
No,
October 07.
Oh, okay.
The way to do it, if you really want your hair, is you both get a cut at the same time.
Yeah, how about we do that?
You want to do
both,
it, Danny?
You both really want to get your haircuts at this point.
Danny, you want to do it?
If we do it at the same
I
time.
don't. Because I don't.
Oh!
Because I don't.
I want it to look like the first scene in Full Metal Jacket, where they're just sitting in chairs.
See, I want it to look like a scene about 40 minutes into the movie.
I think that once our hair becomes, I think we're at the length now where we can start having fun with it, and I think we should have Ghetto Prom Day. O&A show.
Oh, that could be fun. That could be fun. I've seen those pictures.
If I could find somebody who's talented enough to sculpt my hair into helicopter hair, I would certainly rock that.
All right.
Yeah.
How about we set a day where we do Ghetto Prom Hair Day, and then that'll be the official end of this. And I got to tell you, Sam, you have way more to lose than Danny, because you have an afro.
Yeah.
It's going to turn into that big O.J. Simpson afro eventually.
I don't see this hair getting cut anytime soon.
Yeah, but there's only one. It can only go up. At least Danny could keep it kind of down.
Just like me, baby. Only going up.
All right. Blind guy. So this is the big get.
Yes.
Here we go. How's Steve, by the way, in his cold?
He's feeling a little better, he seems.
That's good.
Not so congested.
That's good.
They should hand the blind guy something that's not a microphone and just laugh as he sings into it. Yeah. The business end of a shotgun.
His friend.
Electric eel.
How would he not feel that holding it?
Exactly.
It would be slipping. Excuse me, the microphone is slipping out of my hand. We know, you sightless idiot.
His friend had to place him on the marker.
Huh?
On the X.
Oh, really?
On the Idol logo.
The X on Dealey Plaza.
Why do these shows try to pull at our heartstrings? There's enough going on out there. I don't need to feel sorry for some blind guy on American Idol.
But he sings so well.
Did he?
Yeah, like an angel.
Really? For real?
Funny, he sings like an angel, he sees like a bat.
Oh, look at this guy with the afro war, though, from American Idol.
That guy stinks.
They were just showing him. Look at it. It's giant.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, but it's all like fluffy and light.
He teased it.
Yeah.
He teased it
Wait
up.
a minute. Are you cutting the side so you don't look like that guy? Because he looks ridiculous.
No, I'm not cutting anything.
All right. That guy was a little Hispanic. He has some curly hair.
Sam looks like Mark Goodman when his hair is out. It's not a bad thing.
Here's the blind guy singing.
All right, Scott, what are you going to sing? And So It Goes by Billy Joel.
Love that song.
So I will share this room.
Drives like Billy Joel.
And you can have this heart to break. And this is why my eyes are closed.
Oh, wow.
It's just as well for all I've seen.
And
so it goes, and so it goes. And you're the only one who knows.
Here's the deal. The guy's average at best.
So mediocre.
Yeah.
But they're gonna ride him for a while because he's the blind guy.
And then give him his own show, American Eyeless.
They were playing his montage video and talking about how hard it was for him to learn how to play piano, because he plays piano as well.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder did it.
Go talk to Ray
Charles.
Charles. Absolutely.
He did it.
Shut up. When you don't have your sight, the other senses are acute.
Blind guys are great
They're
at
tuned
instruments.
in.
Look at Jose Feliciano.
That's right.
He's not totally
He could do a
blind,
lot
though.
worse.
He's got 2%. That's blind. I don't care what anyone says.
He said, I think he said yesterday that he could only, playing the piano, he could only see the width of one key.
That's blind.
Yeah, if you could only see one key.
I mean, come on. Let's go to Jazz.
Well, can he play more than one key, or does he play like plink, plink? This guy stinks.
It's a long pause between every plink. He finds the next note. Jazz, what do you got?
Hi, yeah, guys, if you bring up the video at the very end, what happens is Ryan Seacrest, he puts his hand out, he goes to high-five the blind guy, and nothing. It takes about 2.2 seconds for him to realize the guy's not going to high-five him back.
Oh, that's beautiful. Rude. Why would they keep that on the show?
Well, because then it was very cute. He said, and I'm giving you a high five now. And then they picked up his hand for him, and they did the high five.
Yeah, somebody actually little.
Oh, punching out.
All right.
Yeah.
And here's the judges. They love Scott, but won't mention that he's blind. Why?
I don't know. They ignored the fact that he was blind while he was in there. But
that's the only reason he's on the show.
Leading up to him, they kept mentioning.
Because this guy has no chance of winning American Idol.
I love your voice, especially when it goes into the softer tones. I like you. I think you're very talented.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm going to say yes. Yes.
Thank you so
yes.
much.
I like you.
I'm going to say yes.
Thank you. Paula?
Absolutely yes.
Scott? You got 4 yeses.
Let him through. That's that's like you said, the heart-wrenching story. They'll do a lot of bio pieces on him, and
for 2 hours, going to every single commercial break, they teased coming up.
And for the first, and pretty much for the first hour, they were teasing him too, but they were also teasing Bikini Girl.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Bikini Girl.
She was fine.
She was all right, but like it almost made me feel like it was because I mean obviously Idol ratings have been down consecutively year after year, and it just to me it totally felt like just super planned.
Yeah, you get the sex in there a little bit.
Absolutely.
The beauty with Blind Guy, they're going to suck us all in.
Mm-hmm.
The people with the hearts, anyway. And then they're going to just, a few weeks down the road, he's going to be yanked off, and everyone's going to be crying a lot.
How's he going to do all the dances? They
I know, there's the dances. And then how about when the camera swings in front of him later on, and they have to look at the camera and give that little wink or a little point?
when it dissolves into the next angle.
Yeah. Or how about really toward the end when they walk off the stage? That'll be a little awkward when his jaw hits the judges' table.
They should just have him stand there and try to figure it out live on TV.
Well, they should put him certainly they put him like a pink tuxedo with green shoes.
Right.
Really make a fool out of him. I am a douche written on his shirt.
Yeah, we're not going to be sucked into this blind crap.
No. Exactly. It's a show off.
Yeah, we know what they're trying to do to us, and we're not buying into it.
Exactly. He's got it
whatsoever. Yeah, he should finish his song, and then they should hold up a sign that just says silent. And everyone just talk.
Hey.
And then we at home are just extremely uncomfortable as the blind guy tries to figure out what the hell's going on because he can't hear anything.
Just cocks his head and tries to hear things like a dog hearing a whistle.
And when it starts to get really uncomfortable, make sure it lasts another 2 to 3 minutes. That's the key.
Ooh, just 2 to 3 minutes of live television with this guy. Just
when it gets comfortable, then you go an extra 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
That's the key to a lot of things in life. If you want to make someone uncomfortable, you got to go a lot further. Let's say hi to Ward in Toronto now. We got the Ray Charles thing slightly wrong, right, Ward?
Okay, you got to look at it this way, guys. Ray Charles, as a blind man, he was a heroin junkie. So that means as a blind man, he had to obtain heroin, take the right amount of heroin, put it in a spoon, take a lighter, cook the heroin in that spoon in the right consistency, inject it into a syringe, tie himself off, find the vein, inject himself with enough heroin to get high without overdosing, and then untie himself. Playing the piano, not that freaking impressive.
No one was saying Ray Charles wasn't very talented.
That's why Ray Charles is brilliant, though.
Yeah,
this guy makes a fine point. Yeah, Ray Charles was a heroin addict for most of his life.
But there were many times he just shot up sweet and low.
Yeah. Or stuck the needle in the wrong arm. Some guy next to him got really stoned.
He thought he bought crap.
Yeah, he sat there and was just dope sick.
He probably just shot it into those useless eyes of his.
Did you ever hear that song, Hit the Road, Jack? He was marvelous.
Don't you come back?
Yeah, he certainly was. Didn't his family just, kind of throw him on the street because he was blind or something? Give me some Ray Charles facts there, Stump Ray. Please.
What, from the movie? Is that where you get him?
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx went from becoming some hack horrid comic that was in crappy movies and bad sketches to Oscar-winning actor and singer, and that's all he does now.
Matty in Toronto.
Hey, love you guys. I'm calling this guy's going to win, and it's going to be proof that the whole season is fixed. If you guys remember,
yeah, sure.
I forget how many seasons ago they had Soul Patrol guy, whatever his name was. The first episode, that's all they did was plug that gray-haired guy. Plug him. and they wrote him all the way to the end, even though he wasn't the most talented person.
Maddie, it makes a much better story to kick this this guy off the show.
Oh, I'd love to see him fall off the front of the stage.
But they're going to kick him off right when we start really getting into him, because that's how it works on these reality shows.
And then he'll get a record deal anyway.
Oh, sure.
I call a win. Punch it up, boys.
All right. Hey, there's no way he wins. Let's go to Brian in Buffalo. Brian, how cold is it today?
I think it's like -4, man. It's freezing. I just cranked my heat up to like 80.
Nice.
I wanted to just let you guys know, man, I have to say, I'm probably the example of the ideal O&A fan, because I'm legally blind and have a fake eye, and I haven't laughed this hard. I swear. I don't think I've laughed this hard in a long time, boys.
God. What made you laugh?
Just, I mean, you guys are freaking hilarious, but just the blind stuff, I mean, you know, Anthony, you, Jimmy, I mean, it's funny stuff, and it just, I hate the people who call up and complain about, you know, people ripping on, you know, blind people or whatever disability. I think it's hilarious, and that's just awesome.
What happened to your peepers?
Cancer.
Oh, my God.
Cancer of the eyes?
Yeah,
how does the doctor come out and tell you that one?
And how did no one tell you that you were smoking incorrectly?
Oh. That is just...
Yeah, you know what?
Dude,
Brian,
do
that
you,
sucks.
do you even believe in a God?
Probably not.
Oh.
If I do, he better be blind too, because otherwise it's a real sick, twisted joke.
It certainly is.
How long have you had it, sir? Cancer of the eye? How long have you been blind?
I've been legally blind my whole life. I've had cancer since I was
Well, it should be legal. I mean, there's no reason for the police to come in and arrest you.
Oh, so you don't know what you're missing then.
1 year
That's easy.
No, you
That's
guys are
easy.
missing. You guys are missing the bonus part of this whole thing, because I can do all sorts of crap and not get in trouble for it because I can't see.
Right.
A bunch of that.
Rape.
I gotta.
Yeah. I think eyes outweigh that, though, advantage.
Yeah, I think, you know, the gift of sight.
Yeah. I can bang my shins on a desk and not get yelled at. I can knock over water and no one screams in my face.
Oh.
For the religious people out there, what lesson is God teaching us?
By giving a 1-year-old eyeball cancer. Holy mother of,
you know,
bad guy.
Maybe you could justify it. The guy's a little older and he's done horrific things in his early life. So God goes, you know what? I'm going to teach you a lesson. But not a 1-year-old. What the F did a 1-year-old do?
1-year-old. He better have been Al Capone in his last life or something where, you know, it's justified to give a 1-year-old eyeball cancer.
It's God's way.
Maybe he was a crier.
Huh?
Little crier.
Oh, he cried too much?
Yeah.
God doesn't like crying children either. I'm kind of working for you. John in Utah. How are you, John?
Yeah, as far as your Islanders go, now you know what it's like to be a lifetime Seahawks fan.
Wow. Why would you be a lifetime Seahawks fan? At least I could say, you know, we won some cups.
I grew up in Washington, and Dad always took me to the games. It was even at the game where Zorn broke his leg.
Yeah.
And you could hear it up in the stands.
Yeah.
And right now out here in Utah, we're looking at -6.
Nice. -6 in Utah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, sir. How many wives you got?
One, and she's all I can handle.
Oh, are you jealous of the other guys walking around with all the wives?
Oh, hell no.
All right.
Heck, sir.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Language.
Yeah.
Why? Why worry about it?
You know, just to go a little deeper with the Islander thing, at least we talk about the 4 cups we won. The last time the Islanders won the cup is 80 what? Oh my God, I'm even starting to forget. 82, 83, somewhere like that.
Oh.
And what the Islanders try to do as an organization, because we've had a bunch of bad years now, they traipse out the guys that won the cup. They're running out of guys. They're running out of guys because that's how they get people in the stands. Well, we're going to celebrate.
Bossy comes out.
Oh, they did that years ago. Now they're going with guys that he was on the team.
Oh, is that it?
And they have a whole big deal, and they're celebrating the fact that this guy was part of, the Stanley Cup winner.
Got Bobby Nystrom's grandson.
They're retiring numbers and just they're trying all sorts of stuff to get people in the seats because the team itself just can't get the job done.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think their lack of performance is going to get that new Coliseum built either, is it?
They've been talking about that for years.
Yeah.
But who knows? Let's say hi to John in Florida. John.
Well,
John, you.
hello. Yeah, I was just calling to let you know the next song I think he was going to sing is Ebony and I Can't See.
Be more funny.
I didn't hear what you said.
He's gone.
Oh, damn. Yeah. Something tells me.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we heard it.
Robert Kelly has arrived.
Bobby.
He's playing the Stress Factory this weekend? Yep. Very cool. We'll talk to him. And we also got the woman that didn't tip that Anthony started the show with today.
Oh, yeah, a little video of that. I guess Sam cut it up real nice. Had to bleep out a few words because she was a bit of a potty mouth. Along with the filet mignon she was shoving in her mouth for with not enough money in her pocket to pay the entire bill. Well, she paid the bill, didn't tip. She also has a lot of curse words.
Mm-hmm. All right, we'll get into that next. Opie and Anthony. Why this?
Because Jimmy's dancing with himself.
That's right. This isn't dancing with... What is it?
No.
Why are we playing this?
Jimmy's also booing with himself. A boo.
A boo, a boo, a boo, a boo, a boo, a boo.
No, what song is this?
What? Yeah, Rebel Yell, okay.
Oh, it was all the same to me.
Yeah.
Opie and
long,
Anthony.
unlistable mess.
We're trying to make believe we're still hip. I don't think Billy Idol's going to get the job done.
We'll be hip.
877-212-ONA. There's a lot of cool beats out there, Stump Brain. You got to ask the younger generation to help us out because you're not getting it done with this. Yuck. You're distracted by your hair loss. We're allowed to make
it in.
Huh?
He'll be growing it in with the Rogaine.
I know. We're allowed to make fun of his hair loss finally because Rogaine's with the program. We all had to make believe we weren't noticing what was going on. He makes me feel like I have a full head of hair. Oh, my God. Could always be worse, right? Someone asked if my wife was born when the Islanders won the Cup the last time.
Huh.
And the answer is barely.
Little infant?
Barely.
A toddler?
Yes, barely. Barely born is the answer to that question, which puts a lot of things in perspective. My God, why am I following this team still? 877-212-ONA. It's Robert Kelly, everybody, from robertkellylive.com.
Hey.
Going to be at the Stress Factory, huh?
Yeah. What's up, man? Good to see you guys.
Good to see you, Bobby.
How was your holidays? Good?
Yes.
Yes, Bobby.
How was yours?
Mine was good, man.
Yeah.
It was
Did you do the whole family thing, or were you gigging like Rich Voss?
No, I went to Aruba for till the day before Christmas, and I actually got on the night before I left. I found out that half my family was going to be in Aruba because me and my wife are big mouths every year. We're like, hey, we're going to Aruba. You should go. It's great, but we don't mean it.
Yeah, they took you up on it this time?
Yeah, and my uncle, my aunt, my other aunt, and her kid. And literally, I get to the beach, and I fall asleep with me and my wife. I fall asleep on the beach in the sun. I wake up to my foot being tickled. My uncle crawled on the sand up to my foot and tickled it. And I woke up with a and then he's like, hey, your foot tickled your hair. I was like 13 all over again.
I was going to say, at least you finally know who touched you as a kid.
No, I don't know that.
You don't know yet?
Not yet, but somebody definitely. Yeah, the stuff I look up on RedTube, somebody definitely touched me.
Why RedTube?
That's all the porno.
That's all the porno.
Oh, because you're watching all the porno, it makes you think that you were touched as a kid?
Okay,
that's what I'm watching.
See, years ago...
Yes.
Now, years ago, we probably would have made some kind of a them rolling you back into the water joke. But we can't do that anymore. You remember when you were a big fat mess? We could have made that joke.
I think you kind of just did.
But you ruined it by losing so much weight. And now even more weight. And he's got getting like sporty clothes. He's reached the point now where he feels, now I could shop for this body. Now you're shopping for your body. It looks good. I like the jacket.
Thanks, man.
Like kind of a military look to it.
It is funny that now I'm at the point of losing weight where the accolades aren't coming in.
Yeah.
Now I suck.
Now it's expected.
Now they're mad at me. Like people who I was their barometer. I was their fat barometer.
Yeah.
As long as I don't get as fat as Bob. And now, they're like, oh,
Yeah.
you suck.
You screwed it all up.
Oh yeah. People actually said to me that they like me better fat. Like the same people going, dude, you look great. Now they're like, dude, now you're different.
There's some people are fat and they lose a little bit of weight, and everyone goes, you look great.
Right.
And meanwhile, they don't look great.
Yeah.
They just lost some weight.
Right.
And you took it to the next level where now you look like a human being. So it's upsetting to people because you did it.
Yeah.
You've completed a mission.
Way to phrase it, Ant.
I still like making fun of Bobby being fat, but he's not fat. Sucks.
Now it's.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
You think so? You'll be yo-yo?
You'll be back as fat guy? Because it's all about the maintenance.
I think this is so good for you mentally.
Yeah.
That you'd have a very hard time going back.
Yeah, but if one good thing happens to me, because that's what happens with the addicts.
Oh, right.
We work so hard to get somewhere, and as soon as we get there, we just enjoy it.
Yeah.
And so if I get a TV show, if I get something really cool, you'll see me at the craft services over a couple months, and then then they'll have to write into my character that I got some type of thyroid condition, and I'll just be a fatso. Like, did you see that teen thing on VH1? Confessions of a Teen Idol?
Oh, yeah, I watched that crap.
I
watched it a little bit.
Is it the worst thing you've ever seen?
Why is it the worst thing you've ever seen?
Well, I mean, from being in the business, you look at that and you're like,
these guys were massively huge.
The guy from Fame?
I don't remember.
Which guy?
I didn't watch Fame, so I don't know. I didn't recognize or know that guy.
Show or movie?
The show on TV. The guy who played something Donlin. The guy could sing, dance. He was a triple threat. Triple threat. Sing, dance, act. Gorgeous. Now he's just a mess. The guy from the Blue Lagoon. Oh,
Christopher Atkins.
Oh, he looks.
They found all these people that you haven't seen in a long time. They put them in a house. Of course, you got to put all these people in a house, and now it's about trying to reinvent these guys.
Oh, me and Ope saw Ope show me the other day. Now, this is a girl that she never was amazingly hot, but she looked good, especially in the one movie we all remember her in, Top Gun, Kelly McGillis.
Oh, she looks like crap.
Now, she was all right, passable. She had a little pig nose thing going. She was a little chunky.
They were able to make her look doable in that movie.
You weren't going oh my God, Tom Cruise would never have sex with her, or the character or whatever.
Tom Cruise's love interest in the film.
Yeah. So you weren't looking every time she was on screen going, ew, why'd they pick such a pig? She was all right.
Right.
Now, if she walked by you in the street and stopped and said, I'm Kelly McGillis, you'd say, you're full of crap. She now is just a dykey thingy. I don't know what it is.
You're not going to believe it's the same girl. We can maybe do a split screen on onaradio.com. Danny's trying to find the picture that we saw the other day.
One of the biggest changes I've ever seen in a human being.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looks like Obama.
Oh, that was Obama.
Okay. Yeah, keep going down. Keep going.
Scroll. Just scroll. I love a site that has named that butt.
Why
Little
not?
games on the site.
Yeah,
they show a butt and you got to name it, and then you go, oh, I got it right.
Hey, as we try to find the picture, we'll go to Jared for a second here. Jared in Boston. We got Robert Kelly in studio.
Hello. I'd like to remind people that while he may not be fat Bob Kelly anymore, he's still stupid Bob Kelly, you big lug.
Richard Boss.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, we found the picture. Now, you remember Kelly McGillis, right, from Top Gun there? Robert, take a look at this picture.
Yeah, look
Why
at
should
that.
she marry Tyler Moore?
That is the same girl. A few years go by. How many years? Maybe 20?
I don't know.
Is it even
75
20?
according to that picture?
Huh?
About 22 years.
22 years. I can't even believe that's the same person.
And Tom Cruise is still the handsome leading man.
He looks like it's 2 weeks ago.
It's hysterical. It's just the word. Them bitches do have it hard when it comes to Hollywood because once they hit the wall, That is it. It's over, Johnny. They get a few years where they could play a mom.
Yeah.
To some new snot-nosed bitch that's going to be a piece of crap in a few years. And then these guys, look at friggin' Indiana Jones. Holy Jesus Christ, he's still, making movies.
Dude.
Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt.
Oh.
Brad Pitt is no kid. The guy, as far as, being a chick goes, if a chick started in Hollywood the same age he did, it's very difficult for them to keep that rolling for as many years as he has and still be the sex symbol.
Right. I'm distracted because what are you doing, Robert?
Dude, so I think I don't know how to say it, but I think somebody dipped something on as part of their body in this coffee on this lid.
What are you talking about?
On the lid?
Smell that.
I used to have
right?
some
Am I out
idiot
of my
that
mind?
had cologne on his hand when I got hot chocolate at the deli all the time, and he'd slap the lid, and then you drink and just smell his goddamn cologne.
Well, he wasn't. This isn't. That's not a cologne smell. It sounds like he. It smells like he just.
What does it smell like?
Blah 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 blah.
Oh, blah 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 blah.
It smells like bad breath. You got bad breath?
It's not
Why
me.
are you making me smell your bad breath?
It's not mine, Bob.
It's your coffee you're making me
but
smell.
No, it was there before I touched it.
That's
I didn't
where
touch
you're
it.
drinking it.
You brush?
No, it's
Did
not.
you brush
from,
your teeth?
It's not from me. I just switch it up on me. It was there before I touched it in my mouth.
Take a sip?
You told me to smell the lid where you've been drinking out of. It
No.
smells like bad breath.
No, it's the coffee. It smells. I know.
Let Jimmy smell it.
I don't want to smell it if he's got dumpster gums.
It's not for me, dude. It was there before you. moron.
I believe him.
It's a fresh cup of coffee.
No,
Bobby.
as soon as I put it to my, I was putting it to my mouth. I smelled it. It smells like garbage. That stupid intern was probably in the hallway.
Why would an intern mess with your coffee?
I don't know.
That's stupid.
Maybe because you run him around and make him carry stuff in the cold.
True.
Treat him like crap.
Mm-hmm. What does it smell like?
Somebody. I don't know. I can't say
Smell
it.
it again.
Smell like doo-doo on a stick.
Can you say that on the radio?
Yeah, remember we used to chase kids in the park with doo-doo on a stick.
Did you really?
That's a great gag, man. Oh, kids don't want to be touched with that.
Nobody. It's universal.
Yeah.
If you have doo-doo on a stick, you have right of way.
Yes, yield to the man with doo-doo on a stick.
So something's wrong with your coffee.
Yeah, somebody did.
You want another cup?
No. No, I'll get it myself. I don't trust anybody.
What are you talking about? What could they have possibly have done?
I don't know. It smells like. I mean, there's a million things. The smell. There's 9,000 things that could have happened. I went to the bathroom, took the lid off. Put some human oil on
I'm
it.
not going to do that.
What do you mean, like missed a little?
Yeah.
Got a little on the the digit, and then
Yeah, put some pheromones on there.
back on.
Put some hot pheromones.
Pheromones. Was it musky?
It smells too, dude.
Why are you throwing water at Sam?
You're putting it in your asshole.
You can't say that.
Sorry.
Why are you so mad?
I'm not.
Sam ran in some water for you.
No, somebody. I thank God I smelled it before I took it.
Is that it?
No, lick it if you don't. If you don't believe it, put it in your mouth, Sam. No, the lid. Put the lid in your mouth.
Sam, what'd you do for Robert?
Put it in your mouth. Lick it. Why would you do that?
Because there's nothing wrong with the water, you weirdo.
You don't smell anything?
I don't smell nothing. I smelled a little bad breath on the top of your coffee.
No, it's not me, dude. I'd be the first to admit it. I got
A
some
little bad breath.
halitosis. But
Got cranky ass?
I don't know why you're making us smell your bad breath.
I'm not smelling anything anymore.
just smell it one more time. Just one more time.
No, because Sam licked it.
You're just unfun. Just smell it. Just be part of the game.
No, I don't want to smell it.
I'll smell it, Bobby.
It's breakfast
Here,
time.
come here. Smell that.
I'm
Smell
trying
that.
to eat.
What am I smelling?
Smell the top.
Oh,
Smell Sam. Sam's got bad breath too.
What's that? Smells, right? What happened?
Where's that going?
Where's it going?
You're stopping the show, Bobby. What are you doing?
What'd you do? Put the microphone? Oh, it's over here.
What's over here?
It's on the ground.
What is?
Whatever that was that he stepped in.
Smell that, Sam. Is there anything on the ground that is making...
What is that?
Smell? It's a grape.
Oh.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Grape.
Why are you so paranoid?
Because it's a smell. And why? You're asking me why I'm paranoid. If I was on any other show, I would be paranoid.
Right.
This show, it's not paranoid. Okay?
Okay.
You got to have your senses with you. You got to be like.
So you got smelly coffee, then you got smelly water.
There's something that you smelled it, right, Aunt?
Smelled something on my hand.
You did, right?
Did you shake Bobby's hand?
That's why I washed it. I did shake your hand before.
I got nothing. It's not my hand. It's not my hand.
Yeah, I washed.
Yeah, let me have some.
What does it smell like, Bobby?
Smells like bum bum.
Bum bum.
Yeah, like smells like hot bum bum. Like bum bum after the Puerto Rican Day Parade bum bum.
Bum bum. All right.
Yeah, smells like hot bum bum with not a lot of hair but some hair.
You want us to get you another cup of coffee?
Nope, I don't want anything from anybody. I'm all set, thanks.
Why? We want to take care of you.
I'll take care of myself, my friend. I got it.
You want to take care of you.
Dude, I will die of dehydration before I...
Well, Bobby, we like to make you feel at home.
Listen,
what do you need? We'll get it for you.
I want...
You need some food?
I might as well just ask for a big plate of crap.
What do you need, really?
Because that would be just easier. Just have whatever
Bobby,
he's wiping it on, bring it in on
Bobby,
a plate.
we're pals. What do you need?
You're out of your mind.
What do you need?
I forget that you're in your mid-40s, but you still have the mentality of a 12-year-old.
What do you need? We feel bad that he got coffee that smells like bum bum or whatever the hell you said.
Bum bum.
It just smells like...
Bobby, can we make it up to you? What do you need?
No, I don't
I'll
want
buy
it.
you anything. What do you need?
No, I'm all right.
What do you need?
I'm good.
What do you need?
Oh, God.
You got a lot of paranoia in that head of yours.
Good. That smell...
I smelled it. But Sam licked the cap, so I'm assuming it has to be Sam's breath.
And I hope it's somebody who...
It's tough to keep your mouth nice and fresh when you wake up this early.
That's not... If that's bad breath, and that actually came out of his mouth in air form and attached itself to a lid, two lids, you're gonna... You should take all your teeth out.
Why are you so uptight?
Step on them.
Why are you so uptight, Bobby?
Seriously, you should just step on your teeth because that's...
Why are you uptight? Sit back down. We're doing radio
Nah,
here.
I can't sit down.
Why? What's
Because I
wrong?
gotta have my wits about me. I watch Burn Notice. I learn a lot of things. I can't. Oh God, was that just terrible? Did you?
I smelled.
It smells like somebody.
You just smelled the water. It doesn't seem like there's anything going on there.
Terrible.
What? And it smells like bum bum.
Bum bum. Smells like hot bum bum. Sweaty.
Hot
parade.
bum bum.
Parade bum bum.
Right. Here's our intern. There's a different intern.
I know who he is. It's probably him too. That smell. They all smell like it.
Like bum bum.
Why are you?
It smells like.
What are you doing?
There's a soft hint of bum bum on that.
So maybe it has something to do with the case of water we got in the office.
Maybe no, because it was on my coffee lid. Maybe my senses are
What's
like
the common
hyperactive?
denominator?
You've
touched everything.
I didn't touch that.
Things
I
like
touched
bum
this.
bum.
I touched this with two fingertips. How's that?
I understand we've done horrific things to you over the
guys
years,
make me-
but why are you making us smell your bad breath on your coffee lid today?
But you handed me the water,
Yeah.
and I had to run in and wash my hand because my hand smelled like bum bum when you were done.
Yeah, I someone's sticking these water bottles in their bum bum.
No one's putting the bottles in it.
We're not allowed to do that.
What?
That's against the health code.
Oh God.
All right, sit back down, Bobby.
Nah, I'm good. Thanks, Hope. First of all,
Sit back down.
now, first of all, I know you. You gotta get back to like old Opie when you could with a straight face and your voice.
Just sit down.
Now you're singing. Now you
You're
start
so
to sing.
paranoid.
Now you start to sing. I know it all.
Now you start to
You
sing.
first giggle. You can't look in that,
What do
and
we
then you
got?
start to sing your sentences.
What are you giving him?
What are you
There,
doing?
he's wiping.
Oh, yeah, just take a napkin and wipe bum bum juice off. That works.
Well, the guy's trying to take care of you.
What are you out of your mind?
All right,
Take that into a clean room.
It should be okay now.
Yeah, it should be.
Well, see.
I watch.
You want me to
House.
smell it?
No, I watch House. I'm not winding up in a hospital.
Dude,
What do
he
you-
wiped your water down.
With his ass. Yes.
No.
Yeah. Somebody.
That's
did
a different
something.
intern.
That's crazy.
Because we think it might be the case of water. Is that okay now?
I want to see a
You
side.
saw him wipe
Get a-
it down.
Get a black light.
You saw him wipe it down. Just
That doesn't. But it was with a napkin,
we got to get back to the
and
show.
the napkin has a wet spot on it. Where does that come from? Yeah.
Is that the same napkin he just used?
I have no idea.
I don't think so, Bobby.
Do you trust him?
Yes, he's 38 years old trying to break into radio.
Yeah,
we
what-
feel sorry for the guy. The last thing he's going to do is sabotage the show.
Right.
He just wiped down your water. Is it okay?
I'm good.
No,
Listen to me. Come here. Smell this.
you
God-
smell
God
it. He
smack.
just wiped it down.
Oh God, it just smells like crap. Everything smells like crap. Hey, let me smell. Give me your hand. Is it your hand? Is it your hand?
I'm very clean, Bob.
No, yeah, you're clean.
Showered last week.
Yeah, smell that. Tell me that doesn't smell.
What do you mean last week? That's a while. He was waiting for a shower.
You don't smell anything?
Let me smell, Bobby.
Smell that one.
Bobby, let me smell it. You're losing your mind, I think.
Where's the coffee?
The coffee definitely smells like your bad breath.
That smells a little
Like what?
a little funky. I don't know.
Like bad breath?
Gum disease.
Yeah, but that I didn't even sip out of it. I didn't even touch it. So what'd the guy do when you asked for a coffee?
I asked for the coffee. She handed me the coffee like that. I took the lid off.
Did she lick the rim of it?
I didn't. I wasn't behind the scenes.
He got your coffee, so.
Oof.
I put in the Splendor and the half and half and came back.
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's on my lip now.
Can we get back to doing the radio show,
Yeah, I'm
Bobby?
sorry, buddy.
I mean, yeah.
But I just don't trust you when you start giggling and
He
singing.
wiped I think it's hilarious that you're
All right.
so paranoid.
Yeah, I know.
He wiped down the water for you. You want us to get you another water?
No, I'm good.
You need anything else?
No, I'm gonna I'll get some water out of like the hallway.
All right.
There's
no
water in the hallway. Yeah, you can. I can get some.
Let me make it up.
What do you think we are? Don't you have a fountain? One of those?
Yeah,
this isn't the traveling Poseidon radio show. I want to get some water out of Shelley Winter's panties as she drowns.
Let me buy you breakfast at least.
Nah, yeah, okay. Nah, I'm good.
Why? What can we possibly do to your breakfast if you think we're doing stuff? You're crazy.
What? What did you say?
Bum eggs over easy.
Yeah, bum eggs over
You think
easy.
we're shoving bottles, where the sun don't shine.
With some swalls. No, I'm all set.
Sit back down, Bob.
Yeah, I'm good.
Sit so we can do.
I like to stand. My legs hurt.
Look, I'll sit. You sit.
No, you sit. Is it?
All right, you sit now.
All right, good. We're sitting.
How can your legs hurt?
I did killing me. I did a workout. I didn't work out for like 2 weeks, and then I worked out my legs, and now when you work out and you haven't done it in a long time, and then like the next 3 days you can't walk. That's what happened. I never let it get that bad. I always keep consistent. I know, you look svelte, I tell you. Jimmy in the gym really surprised you. You're just waiting for him to pass out and just fall on the treadmill and fly across the room and hit the wall. But he's just a little animal. He's a little animal. And then you see him doing sit-ups, and then you just hear in the distance a bag being punched. Just whack, 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 whack. And you go in there, he's got his hood on, he's just banging the bag, saying, I hate you. I hate you. I hang my own picture on the heavy bag and punch it.
What do we got? All right, Kenny's got you a nice cup of water.
Why no bottle? Yeah. I won't drink a sealed bottle of water.
You said you wanted water from the... Where'd you get it from, Kenny?
It's fresh from the toilet.
No, I wouldn't do that to you.
There you go. You can trust Kenny at least.
It smells like shit. Sorry. See, that's why I haven't been on regular radio. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Kenny just handed you a glass of water, and you said it smelled like S as well.
Yeah, maybe there's something.
Maybe there's something on your clothes. Did you check your shoe? Maybe it's
My
a shoe. Maybe you stepped in.
I can't. My legs hurt too much. I can't pick my foot up.
You can't pick your foot up?
Nah,
You
when you
look
get
good,
that,
but you're not functional. Is that it?
I'll check your shit.
All right, Jimmy will check your shoe.
Maybe
Something's going on with you.
that's fine. Other one. Oh God.
What did you do? You squeezed his knee, you sadistic bastard.
Because he's sore from working out.
I didn't do that hard.
Ow.
Yes.
Oh, that was funny.
I just kind of hard tickled his leg. I didn't even grab it that hard.
That's great.
Now I want to know what's on the other one.
I'll check.
All right, check just from
right.
over there. Don't touch me, though. Don't, seriously.
Maybe
Jimmy,
you stepped in something on the way
Jimmy, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch that. That's fine. No, it's my quads.
Hey, Kenny.
Jimmy just squeezes all of his hurting, aching exercise muscles.
Very muscular legs. Oh, God.
Kenny, he says that water smells, too. I don't understand this one.
Maybe somebody, I don't know. Kenny?
You know you can trust me.
I know I can trust you.
Is it the mic? Some people,
Right?
It smells like bad breath, right?
What? It's not me.
Dude, it smells like bad breath.
It's not me, though. What did I eat? Did I don't put the lid in my mouth and suck on it overnight?
Your coffee lid smells like bad breath.
You know what I think it is? He might be covering up something because he's like clean shaven now, and so maybe something's medically going on with him.
Worst psychological profile ever. He shaves. I think he has a disease. He's shaved.
Yeah, Kenny was not a profiler for the police department.
I think the suspect is 11, green, and 5'13".
Yeah.
Boo.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break.
Hi, David.
What do you need taken away from you there, Bobby? What smells? You need a new coffee? We'll get you new coffee.
I don't want... I'm good. I don't need anything. I'm good. I just want to do a show.
Bobby, you come in here for free. The least we could do is, get you coffee or something.
Right.
Sam, can you take away all this crap?
Well, we got a plug. This weekend, this Friday, Saturday, my shows at the Borgata are sold out. But Sunday is still available.
Really? How many shows you sell out?
3. How many do you think?
Fantastic.
Well, 2. 3 is working on.
Yeah.
It's good.
Oh, and about Bobby, too. Wednesday the 21st, I'll be in Miami.
All right. We're gonna try to figure out what this strange smell is. It's nothing on his shoe?
No,
Jimmy?
no, it's fine.
Nothing
It was
on his shoe.
actually more... I didn't even look at the shoe. I just wanted to tickle the back of the thighs.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Do you have swamp ass?
No, I took a shower. I feel good.
Maybe you did a little itch and then you grabbed your coffee?
No, I know that. I've done that.
If you do the itch, that never leaves.
No, I do the itch. I do this fingernail is like a darker color than all the other fingernails from years and years of the itch. It won't grow back right. It actually grows back bigger than the other one.
We'll figure out.
It's fertilized. That's what it is.
We got to tease something, so we'll figure out what the smell is next, I guess. That's what we'll do for Bobby.
Yeah, let's
sit back down, Bobby.
Nah, I'm all
Stop being so paranoid.
Nah, I'm good. My legs hurt. My legs really
I know.
hurt.
That's why I want you to sit.
They really do hurt.
Then sit down.
I can't.
Please.
I can't.
Please.
Opie.
Please.
Please.
Opie and Anthony. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. Robert Kelly in studio playing the Stress Factory this weekend. And the smell thing continues.
Yes.
We definitely smelled something on the seat you had.
On a water bottle, too. I had to wash my hands.
The seat, the water bottle, the coffee cup.
Yep.
It's terrible.
You all right now?
No,
Kenny gave up
no.
his seat, so you're sitting back down, which is good.
It's on the microphone, too. It's on the microphone.
Pushing your stool.
And then
It's all over the microphone. And it can't...
it's not. It can't be on the microphone.
It can't be me.
Smell the microphone.
It smells like Bum Bum.
It smells like Bum Bum. The
Yeah.
mic now smells like Bum Bum.
Yeah, something
Chris
wrong.
in Los Angeles, he goes, maybe Bob Kelly is smelling his own upper lip, which smells like Dane Cook's.
True. Very true.
Dane Cook's.
That's it. Yeah.
Brown nose.
Yeah, very true.
You gonna be all right? Can we continue with the show now?
Yeah. Thanks for giving me the plug. They should come down Friday night, though, because Saturday night, Vinny could sell it out by himself, so that's why you don't get a bonus.
Yeah.
Because it sells itself out. It doesn't matter who's there. The club just sells itself out.
Yeah.
So Friday night and Thursday night are the nights where
you get a little extra money if they show up. Okay.
Yeah.
Then
So
let's try to see Bobby on Thursday or Friday at the show.
yeah, because Vinny can just sell it out
Yeah, screw
Saturday
Vinny.
night.
Screw Vinny and his fine comedy club.
Fantastic.
It's all about making a few extra bucks for Robert Kelly.
I can sell it out. Saturday night sells itself. I have steak. The food here's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I demand bonus on Saturday.
Do you? You can.
I'm kidding.
Oh.
Demand.
Selling out the Borgata.
Well, not the event center, the music box.
Music box.
The seat definitely smells.
Everything smells in this
I'm going,
place.
by the way, Jimmy.
I'm happy.
You're going all the way? Oh, because it has a casino.
No, it's about me. He's not going to gamble.
No, I'm going to, well, maybe a little. But,
you gambling?
Going to say a little.
Just a little.
Just a little in between, because there's going to be some downtime when I'm there where, I'm going to see you, obviously.
Just
But
don't mention his name during your show, because you'll hear just nothing. Hey, thanks for showing up, Anthony. Where's Anthony?
Two empty seats for him and fiance Keith should be.
Fiance Keith. Yes, my fiance Keith is coming with me.
Does Keith hate when you get separate rooms? Like, they'll be checking in, and they'll be like, is there separate rooms? And Ant will go, yeah, and Keith will go, whatever.
He likes getting a connected room, one with a doorway in between the two, and then he just traipses in. Just walks in.
That's
hey,
adorable.
You know,
nice.
Hey, what's up? Nice.
I won't even mind if Kenny does that this time, because normally I'm just acting out sexually so horribly that I want him down the hall. But now I don't care.
I needed him there last time, though. Oh,
yeah. What happened?
He'd have taken some of the money off the table when I was,
You took a beating.
When I was going, let me keep playing, and I bet I could even double this. Dumbest mistake you can make. Get up and leave.
You took a bad hit last time you were down there?
Yeah, I did.
Did you drop more than 10 G's?
Yeah.
Yeah. Perhaps more than that. Kevin S. from Akron goes, now we know that Bobby Kelly doesn't listen to the show.
Bobby Kelly?
Why don't you listen to our radio show, Bobby?
Why?
It's on early. Yeah, I tried to listen the last couple of weeks, but I've been playing video games till 5, 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, with fan.
There you go. Now we got brand new water.
I wouldn't.
Just brand new water.
It's not going to happen.
Bobby, we can't do the bit all
This is
day.
a Japanese game show. It's not going to happen.
We can't do the bit all morning.
I don't care. It's not going to happen.
It was fun to try to figure out what smells, but let's relax. Let's relax.
No, it's not going to happen. This microphone, everything smells like crap. If I didn't itch my own bum and smell it all the time, I'd probably puke. But
there was a juicy substance on your seat.
Yeah, there's all you guys.
There was definitely a juicy substance.
I know you guys. You did something.
Yeah,
it's not like hey, good to see you. It's like let's put bum juice on his chair, his coffee, and see if he pukes. I get you.
You want to play What Did You Smell?
I know what it is. I think it's the deer pee or something. Wait, now he's got a camera, stunt brain.
Can't be.
Do you want to play What Did You Smell?
Huh? You don't? No, you don't. Yeah,
Bobby, you can either...
When am I a moron? When did I really? Listen, I know when you start videotaping, when anybody comes in with a video camera, something terrible is about to happen in this place.
Yeah?
Yeah, you don't videotape good things and put them on the...
Let's play What
Sound
Did You
of Music.
Smell? It's either that or you leave wondering what the hell has been going on. That's all. That's your choice.
Okay.
Well, what's your decision?
Oh, make it. Isn't there? Look at all you guys. What are you guys?
I always do this.
What are you, Men in Black?
I always do this.
What the hell's going on? You guys all three. Stop it. Now
I
it's
have a
getting
camera.
weird.
I always just do
We all
this.
just got our cameras pointed at you.
Yeah, but how come they all have the same camera and you don't? You have a different one, Opie?
Because I'm taking pictures for Opie's eye.
Well, where did
And they got the video, so
where did
we're
you
all
get
covered
that?
here.
Where'd
We
you
all
get
got the cameras pointed at you. Do you want to play What Did You Smell?
It's the Flip HD.
No.
So you want to go home wondering?
I know what it was.
All right, what was it?
It was. It had to be deer.
Like the hunting stuff
Yeah,
that
hunting
you spray
stuff.
and it attracts deer? No.
That would be wrong. You want to make another guess? We're
Jimmy-
playing what did Bobby Kelly smell?
Jimmy Juice.
No.
Nope.
What are you doing me?
Jimmy's very clean.
Very, very
He
hygienic.
shows me every day I walk out of the bathroom stall.
What does he show you?
So the surprise. Well, I go into the stall and shut the door.
Yeah.
And Jimmy will bend over in front of the stall. So when I open the door, I get a greeting of hello.
Like an
hello,
opera singer.
As he, yeah. Oh!
Do you want to play What Did You Smell?
I thought we were already.
We could negotiate.
You need
here.
me to say yes, or can we just?
We
move
can
on?
negotiate. You got to smell it in its purest form.
Yeah, I'd smell it. It is. I mean,
It's
what is that on your hand?
Hold on.
Yeah, it smells. What? That doesn't smell that bad. Doesn't smell that bad. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't smell that bad.
See?
What? You did it?
No.
Yeah, you did. It's
Then
on
why
your
didn't
hand.
it smell that
It's
bad?
in your pocket. Come here.
Do you want to play What Did You Smell, Bobby? How do we do this? You want to put it on? We'll
Yeah,
put
but
it
why
on
would you put it on my coffee lid? Why would you put it in my coffee?
just to get you talking about it.
Yeah, but
obviously.
Why would you fuck with somebody's?
Hey,
Sorry.
what's wrong with you?
Sorry. Can you?
What's
beep
wrong
that?
with you?
Sorry for beeping.
Potty mouth.
Because I haven't been on the regular radio in a while.
Quite the
I
dump
apologize.
We got our
list today.
cameras pointed at you.
All right, listen.
What do you want to do? You want to smell it?
Something.
Smell it in its purest form.
Whoever put it in my actual, if I drank that, I'm going to punch somebody.
Would we
in the
do
face.
that?
Yeah.
Would we?
Yeah.
Would we really?
Look at you.
Would
Opie.
we?
Look at you. Don't.
Would we?
You didn't put it in the drink, did you?
Would we do that to
Yes.
you, Bobby?
Yes, you
That would be going too far.
No, it
we
wouldn't.
even have our own.
You stepped on a homeless guy's birthday cake.
Did I?
Yes.
You deserved it.
Yeah, you did.
Sure, no one
Would
told you to
you?
be a bum.
Would yeah. All right. What do you say? You want to smell it in its purest form?
Oh, yeah.
And then we'll explain.
Yeah, you can ask me to do that.
How do you?
You don't have to.
You want rules?
You don't have to. No, there's no rules. What are you doing? Just go. Would ya? Stop trying to create a stupid bit and just go.
We got our cameras pointed at you.
You keep making. Just go.
All right, go ahead, Sam.
Just take it out. Jesus.
What? Yeah, it's.
I know what it is. It's that. It's the deer stuff. Right?
No, it's not.
Oh, it's, what is it?
How about hide what it is and let him sniff it?
Yeah.
It's not that bad. I mean, it's just.
Are you out of your mind?
Yes.
You probably put a
right,
teardrop on something, and I've been smelling it all morning. Go ahead.
Wait. In front of the mic. Go ahead.
It doesn't. See that doesn't smell.
It needs the aeration.
It doesn't.
We've already,
yeah, listen to me.
all right,
dude.
we have to-
that
all right.
doesn't smell.
All right,
Put it on the napkin.
Put it on the napkin.
Did you put it in
That's
the
why I could chime in.
coffee? Did you put it in my coffee on the lid?
wouldn't do that to you, Bobby.
Hey, I don't think I put anything in your drink, man.
Listen. No, put it on the napkin because that's not going to.
Yes,
That's not going to work either. You
Put
need,
it on the
you
napkin.
Need,
Come
it
on,
needs
Sam.
air.
You never done
As
this,
a-
Sam?
It needs a catalyst.
Mm-hmm.
It's. I know what it is.
It's bum bum.
Yeah, it's bum bum.
It's called liquid bum bum.
Yeah. It's not that. It's not. It's bad, but it's not like the deer stuff I smelled is 20 times worse than this. But this. Yeah, but I like I said,
How much do you love ass? What's wrong with you?
This is bad, but
That's really bad,
dude. I've been smelling this on. Every time I watch TV, I smell this.
That's liquid. Look, show them the label. It's liquid.
Yeah, every time I watch, dude, I've been.
And we didn't put it in your coffee. We put it on the lid.
Yeah,
on the side that you wouldn't touch with your mouth.
That was terrible.
And you don't think that's bad? Yesterday's show. Where is that?
Biggest waste of battery I've ever.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, please! I deleted the video already.
You can't.
We all put down our cameras. Very disappointing. We were hoping for a nice reaction from you today.
Nah, not bum, because I've smelled that dirt. It's like that sex.
If you smell it though, that,
it's brutal, bro.
Once the air hits it a little bit,
Yeah.
it really does stink. I mean, it's really terrible.
And
it was on my drink. The coffee was almost got me, but then, it almost got me. But then,
all right, let me tell you what we did yesterday.
Oh God.
E-Rock. We've been fooling around with this stuff for a while.
Yeah.
E-Rock put it on his tongue.
Can I just say I was so close to believing you. Like actually, in my brain, I was so close to going, nah, these guys wouldn't do that. I was like seconds away from going, Bob, you crazy. But there was something in me went, dude, no. No. I'm so glad that my instincts, whatever that thing is in me, is working, and went, no, don't trust anybody in this room. Because I almost went, no, it's cool.
This stuff really smells horrific. Yesterday on the show, we put some on E-Rock's tongue.
Yeah.
Listen to this.
That's great.
You got it? All right, here we go.
One lousy drop to the tongue, E-Rock. It has entered.
How's it taste?
He's not happy. He's not happy.
Where'd he go?
His face is beet red.
Holy
swallow it, didn't you? He just puked all over the place.
Oh, I hate this.
Holy oh my God. He's redder than the cinnamon challenge. For the people that linger longer with
that
us.
was one drop. He's puking all over. Oh, God.
Oh. You all right?
Yeah.
He boofed so bad. There you go.
Yeah.
That's how bad that stuff is.
You missed the best line because E-Rock spit water out, and then Ant goes, for those of you at home, it's like watching Shamu, but only smaller.
Yes, I was thinking of that bomb all night long.
Yeah.
Woke up laughing to that one. The only pleasure on this show in bombing is the complete joy it brings Jimmy, and watching him laugh at you it makes you laugh.
Because when he said it, he immediately caught himself. He goes, "Oh, I mean bigger."
Yeah, there's no fixing that.
It was unfixable because you had said the opposite.
Yes.
It's like watching Shamu, but smaller. Yeah.
Yes,
he's a guy.
He's a human. Shamu's a killer whale, very big.
And it was such a funny line. He was Gary Greedy on the tagline. You could almost hear him choking up on the bat.
I could have left it alone. It was fun. I had to tag it with, but smaller. I mean bigger.
It was very funny.
We might as well replay Sam doing the motorboat, too, for Bobby.
Oh, God.
Sam decided to, he came to me, he's like, look, I really want to motorboat E-Rock's man boobs. And I said, all right, Sam, whatever you're into, it's fine.
I didn't.
Let's just do it for the radio so we get some good radio out of it.
You did that?
No, I didn't ask.
Yeah, you certainly did.
Did you let him, Bob?
No, I'm not gonna. Why would you do that, Sam?
Yeah.
I was asked too.
What do you think? I've been working out for nothing? For naught?
For naught.
Huh?
I didn't ask to do it.
You think I'm doing all this for me? Huh? The last year I've been doing all this for me?
I'm
Huh?
Bobby.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Huh? As you just go back, you get a fat fetish. That's what it is.
Oh, that might be it.
That's what
Chubby
it is.
chaser.
Yeah, you're a chubby chaser. I lose a little weight, and all of a sudden you're back to fat. Okay,
There's
good
no
for you.
interest. Well, here's Sam from yesterday giving E-Rock a motorboat.
Here goes Sam. He's getting close to E-Rock's man moves.
E-Rock didn't like that.
What's wrong, E-Rock?
Scared. He was frightened.
The vibrations?
Frightened. What happened? Did it vibrate a little too much?
It was gross.
And wet. Really?
It was wet.
It's another,
Oh, come on.
Sam.
I spit a little. Man.
Exactly.
Jesus.
There you go, Bobby. Are you jealous?
Let me tell you. Come here. Get over here. Come here.
This is always awkward.
Come here. Put your head
Sam,
down.
why are you going to him?
Get over here. Take that stupid thing out of your hair. I like your hair out. Quicker. Shake it out. Shake it out. Come here. Look at me. Don't ever do that again.
Bobby slapped his face.
You understand me?
Slapped his
Huh?
face.
You got me?
Yes.
Are you going to ever do that again?
No.
Do you like fat guys?
No.
Say it.
I don't like fat guys.
Say it.
I don't like fat guys.
Say it.
I don't like fat guys.
Look at me. Look at Tom.
Slapped him again.
I don't like fat guys.
Oh, my God. This is so
Say you don't like Eric's boobs.
Eric, I don't like your boobs.
Say it.
I don't like your boobs, Eric.
Say it.
Slap his face.
that was a hard one.
Oh, he's
Why?
smacking him
Let's
in the
I'm
face.
filling up. Sam, when he's like that, when he was standing there kind of like coyly looking over his shoulder, you looked like Leon from Dog Day Afternoon. So much.
What, his hair back?
Yeah.
All right, and finally, then Sam got the last word yesterday. He got to give E-Rock, what was it, a WWE slap?
Yeah, flare chop.
A what?
Flare chop.
Yeah, flare chop, sure. Listen to this.
Here's now here's the slap. It was the deal we made. Here goes Sam.
Oh my God.
Did it hurt?
Can that stop a heart? That's not some
Nah, not an open hand.
Oh wow.
Let's see.
Wow, I think I see a handprint.
Wait, come under the light. I want to see the handprint.
It's like I'm sunburned.
Holy
Yes,
I can't see it, right?
look at that handprint.
Amazing. How's your chest today, E-Rock? We're back live. Was it a handprint for a while there?
All gone?
Yeah, it's all gone. It was raised up for a while. You could actually, with the shirt on, still feel Sam's handprint. It was
Over your heart. That's nice.
I got a good picture of the handprint on Opie's eye if you go to onaradio.com. Look at this. It was raised like a branding. You know how some of the athletes do the branding? That's what his chest looked like. A red branding.
He actually does have nice boobs, like a little B cup. Honestly, look at that. That's not bad. If you just took the head off and put like a college girl's face on there, I've done that.
I guess we could do that.
Seriously, get a college girl's head.
All right, let's try that.
Stick it on there.
All right, we'll try that as we go to break. Robert Kelly's going to be at the Stress Factory. Screw Vinny and his dumb Saturday night. Go see Robert on Thursday or Friday night, right?
Yeah, Thursday or Friday. Come Saturday, too. Go three times.
No, screw that.
Yeah, you're right.
Thursday or Friday because you make a little extra money if they show up then.
Yeah.
Let Vinny, sell it out on his own.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Saturday night. It sells up by itself.
Sure. More with Robert Kelly. RobertKellyLive.com. It's Opie and Anthony. We lost Bob Kelly. I'm sure he'll be back in a minute.
Where's Bob?
I want to give props to WWTDD.com, also known as What Would Tyler Durden Do.com.
Why do they deserve propellers? Yes, you did.
No, I actually didn't.
No.
I heard something propellers.
I always say that, though. It's my bit. I'm not saying it. I shan't repeat it.
And this is the curse of having so many times cried wolf when I actually don't hear something and I want to hear it. It's like,
Right.
nope.
It's a throwaway. It was nothing.
Listen to the replay. WWTDD.com has a picture of our old friend who's going to be one of the guys on Celebrity Apprentice. Also, Whackbag talking about this picture. It's Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah.
He looks like Charles Nelson Riley. Got these big over-the-top glasses. He's got a Christmas sweater on.
Big cataract glasses he's got. Like after they give you a cataract surgery, they put those giant glasses on you.
Yeah.
That's like what he's got. And that sweater, yeah, what is that? Is that a Van Heusen? Jimmy?
I don't know what that is. It's probably more expensive than the Van Heusens.
Van Heusen.
The favorite gift in the Norton household. Here's a Van Heusen sweater. Condoms will not be necessary.
You cannot look at a Van Heusen anymore and not think of Jimmy's gifts under the Christmas
They
tree.
sucked.
Wow.
I would act like Divine when I got a Van Heusen sweater.
Yeah, Dice looking really weird.
A little strange. He's on Celebrity Apprentice.
Celebrity Apprentice?
I can't imagine
that show is still on.
I can't imagine that's going to work out well for him. I mean, between his personality and Trump's personality, that's hopefully will be some good TV. Trump's not going to put up with his crap.
No, I don't know. Dice puts on a lot of that stuff. You know?
Yeah.
It's like thinks it's going to be better for him. And it works out not being better for him. He should just be the guy. Just, you know, he should be the guy, not the character. He's always got to be on and be the character.
He's good as the guy.
Yeah, just be the guy.
We exposed the guy on our show.
Yeah.
Back at NEW. Don't get a picture. People saying Woody Dice Allen. It's more, get a picture of Charles Nelson Riley. I really think it's more Charles Nelson Riley. I'm sure he doesn't want to hear that, but Charles Nelson Riley wore those huge over-the-top glasses before.
Hickory dickory dock. I'd rather be sucking a...
There you go. And we're off. And look, it's a perfect fit. Look at this. Do the split screen. We'll put this up on onaradio.com. I know when we say look, it's radio, but later on, you take a peek yourself.
It's up. Jack me nibble, Jack me quick. Pull that out. I'll fuck that.
Dude, we found a perfect match. He's wearing Charles Nelson Riley's old glasses.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, God. Charles Nelson Dice. Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, wow. It's already up on ONA Radio?
Dice is up, the other one's going up now.
All right, we're putting the Charles Nelson Riley picture that Danny found. It's a perfect fit.
That is great. He just needs an ascot. Or Scott ass. Oh, that's cute.
Any more rhymes?
I'm trying to remember what Dice rhymes.
Little boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, little boy blow. Oh, I needed the money.
Mary.
Mary, quite contrary. Oh, get rid of that. I'd rather have a... Doesn't rhyme, but it's true. Oh.
Doesn't rhyme, but it's true. Oh, it makes me laugh. Old King Cole?
The other one. No, the thumb pulled out a plum.
Oh, wait, Jack Sprat would eat no fat? No. Is that it?
Yeah. His wife would eat no lean. Oh, I don't know. Put it here when it's nice and big. I swear to you, it's clean.
Well, until it hits my spleen.
We got to send a picture to WWTDD.com. Get a hold of them and say, look, the Dice picture looks just like Charles Nelson Riley, or at least the glasses.
Yeah, the glasses
it's a perfect fit.
Now because
it's almost the exact same over-the-top glasses that Charles Nelson Riley used to wear.
Those are glasses that are specifically made on Charles Nelson Riley to just keep as much of that goo off your face.
Yeah.
So I had to do a match game with bloodshot eyes many a night before I got these.
They're like welder glasses, but he's not welding. He's holding a bag and going,
They Humpty Dumpty, 3 Men in a Tub.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're
Humpty
coming in
Dumpty.
like crazy now, man.
Rub-a-dub, 3 Men in the Tub, yeah.
Oh, sounds good. Put me in. Oh. Goo glasses.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for turning us on to that picture. Let's say hi to Spyro. Or Spiro. Spiro, probably, sure. Spiro.
Hello?
What's up, Spiro?
Spiro!
Ah, good morning. morning.
Hi.
Where did Bobby go? Did he go puke?
No, he's right here.
No. All right. I wanted to applaud him, Bobby. You're a movable force today.
What?
Either that, or you've been practicing on special treats at night.
No, I was explaining to Sam that I've smelt that smell on some. I've been with a lot of fat women in my lifetime. I've smelled that. It smells like it doesn't smell like poo poo. It smells like dirty bum, like sex. You know what I mean? Sweaty butt.
When you smell the smell we pretty much gave you today, right?
Yeah.
You still dig in?
Huh? Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Oof.
I have.
That's a rough one.
Yeah, I have.
What do you mean? Does he still? He digs in more.
Rough.
Yeah.
But you're immovable today.
Yeah. Well, like I said,
You impressed a lot of people today.
If you left it on the coffee cup and you didn't go ballistic with it, where my brain started trying to figure it out, then I probably would have heaved.
Oh, we got bored. We were trying to take it to the next level.
Yeah, you should have just.
I think we might have failed today, my friend.
You should have just gave it to me and told me to smell it.
Yeah.
I'll put it on something. But yeah, that was. I've smelt that before. Like I said, my finger smells like that every afternoon around 3:00. Oof.
All right. They're also saying it looks like Martin Scorsese. Not as
Marty Scorsese.
Not as much.
Big glasses.
Wait, didn't you say the De Niro in Casino, right?
In Casino, yeah, he had those big glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye. De Niro press conferences or anything worse?
Yeah. Actually, De Niro kind of looks cool in those glasses in that movie.
Oh, he looks great in the casino glasses.
Yeah, looks all right.
Imagine if they ever legalized gambling in New York. He'd be cutting the ribbon. And whoever thought that they'd want me to be part of a casino.
A lot of good fellas involved in this.
Yes. And who knows New York better than I do? Shut up, you non-talking idiot.
You take away his script, man. Wow.
It's not all. When I watched Dustin Hoffman, and here's a tribute to Letterman because he's a very good interviewer. Dustin Hoffman was on Letterman. He did tell one very funny story at the very end. But just listening to him do his interview, they're such weirdos. Yeah. Actors. He's just sitting in a chair. And if I was on panel on Letterman, I'd be staring at Dave, waiting for cues. Hoffman is sitting there staring up at the ceiling because he's got to talk as himself, and they don't know how to do that. He's up at the ceiling and it's like literally. I was reading the teletype for blind people. It was a bunch of Z's. It was horrible for blind people.
For blind, yeah. I was laughing too hard to even say
reading
it.
The teletype for blind people.
For blind people.
Yes, it said.
It said a bunch of subtitles or
for the blind.
What do they actually call that?
They were called closed captioned.
Yes, closed captioned
for the candy dish eared.
Blind people. It says it all. Jimmy, you idiot.
I made a mistake. I'm tired. I haven't been sleeping well.
You made
You're adorable, Jimmy.
They're also saying Dice looks like Harry Carey. You got a little Harry Carey action going on with the glasses.
Yeah.
So if Dice wins, what is
Uncle
what
Dice Jr. They're calling Uncle Dice Jr.
I got the big casino, Tony.
Those big glasses make a statement, huh? Look at Uncle Jr. with the big glasses.
Gasada Moranga.
All right, we're going to mop up next. Robert Kelly, Stress Factory, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night in New Brunswick, New Jersey. What's the number?
732-545. Ha ha.
All right, mop it up. We kind of screwed off today. Hope you enjoyed listening. We were just screwing around.
Language.
We like just screwing around. We like not taking it too seriously sometimes. What do we got going on before they start that music marathon here in New York?
Oh, my God. We never, well, we did the tipping thing earlier, but we had that audio.
Oh, we never played the audio.
Yeah,
we'll love to get to that at some point.
Yeah, we'll get that on the radio for everybody.
Yeah, she's fun.
Heard a lot of the laughing while I was in the bathroom. Anything worth bringing to the show, or?
No, we were just laughing at Kenny. That's all.
Oh, boy, what a dud he fired out.
Yeah. He fired out a bunch of duds today.
He said something that wasn't particularly witty. And so I said, Bob, could you take a diamond and cut a circular hole in the window so he could porpoise dive through it?
See his big lanky body, just like a dolphin.
I'd love to see him lithely throw himself through the window without even scraping the sides. Plummet 14
He didn't help us with the Robert Kelly bit whatsoever. What did he say? When he was trying to help us out with the bit that we were doing with you?
Thing?
What did he say? Anyone remember? It was some kind of medical condition or... Oh, forget.
Who?
Kenny, when Kenny didn't help us out at all with that thing. Kenny, what'd you say? It was so bad it's worth repeating.
No, it was one of his jokes, and it was topical because they were talking about the HIV and AIDS. So I said one of his poems that related to that.
Who are you talking about? Dice?
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about Robert Kelly.
Bobby.
Oh.
It was
remember
earlier. It's like a goldfish.
What happened with Bobby?
Remember when Bobby was smelling the bad bum bum?
Me and Robert are not on speaking terms.
But we are with you.
I haven't said a word to you. They're talking to you.
Yeah, no, he took exception to me because I was in on the prank.
No, I didn't.
And he blamed stuff on me that I didn't do.
No, they're not talking about that either.
When we were in the middle of the bit trying to really sell it, which we were doing a very bad job.
And then you came over with your acting chops
to sell it further.
Sell it more by smelling it, and then you said something that maybe it was Bobby had some kind of medical condition.
Right, because he's like shaved now, so it's something going on.
Yeah, maybe something physical.
Yeah, it's a cover-up.
Wait, was that all you said? I do remember that. There was no joke to it?
No.
The medical condition line was the joke?
No, it was just an observation.
Oof. Oh, boy.
Wow, and we sputter to the finish line today. Thanks, Kenny.
You're welcome.
Robert Kelly, Stress Factory, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, New Brunswick, New Jersey. Vinny's Fine Comedy Club down there.
Yep.
We beat him up pretty good, but he runs a good drink.
He does run a good club.
732-545-HA.
He's an awful husband, an awful parent, and an awful man.
Don't forget comedian and club owner.
I don't consider him a comedian or a club owner. He's just a guy that shows up. I know Vinny's just a beard for somebody.
His daughter's hot, and he hates when we bring it up, too.
His daughter's very, very lovely. Unfortunately, I know her since she's very young. So I'll always see her as
problem.
You know.
Problem?
You always tend to see somebody as like...
I knew a girl when she was 8 years old. She grew up. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
You ever do anything like that?
Who was
You're more patient than I am.
But how'd you know the 8-year-old?
Thanks, Bob.
She was the younger sister of one of the other girls I was having sex with. Who was the younger sister of the other girl? I don't know. Kind of working my way through that family.
What are you, like a king?
Yeah. I was a king. Oh, damn, Bobby. That's a good one.
Nice. That's a good way to end it. Thank you, Bobby. We're going to get crazy here in New York with a music marathon, right? Mark Chernoff actually goes, I put a song in to start the music marathon that you guys would enjoy. And I'm like, that would be wonderful, Mark, but we have to leave immediately to go to the other place, so we'll never hear this song. By the time the sweeper ends and the song starts, we're already on the sidewalk.
We have a satellite radio show to continue with, which we're doing now.
Right.
But we have to continue at Sirius XM for a couple of hours, where there's going to be cursing and other hijinks and laughter.
Shenanigans
will ensue. We don't have time. We don't have the luxury to hang around and enjoy the music.
Listen to the rock. No.
At night I'll listen to it when I ride around New York, so I do actually like the playlist very much. But now I have to go.
Yes. Yes, we do.
We have to go.
We have to go.
That's all I'm trying to tell everybody.
I know it's Crazy Train. That's why I said we're going to get crazy with it.
Oh, I didn't even get that. I'm so stupid. How did I not get that?
It was more extreme sarcasm than anything. We're out of here. Music marathon time here in New York. We'll see you guys soon.
Holy shit.
Wow, this is breaking news.
Wow.
I've just been told that sometime between now and 11:30, Paul McCartney will be walking through that door. Paul McCartney will be walking through that door. He's hanging out at Sirius XM today. He's stopping by to say hi. Breaking news. Holy shit, I'm losing my fucking mind.
That's a
big
Beatle.
get. Well, Sirius XM, they promised us, that things would get better with this whole merger thing, and it looks like they're proving it today. My God. Paul McCartney. What the fuck do you ask Paul McCartney? What would you ask Paul McCartnney? I mean, he's going to be here sometime between now and 11:30.
Did you use the right shoes for storage? Would it be the left one? I don't even know at this point.
How's it like knowing a girl can't kick you?
He's going to cancel. Let's not do this. Oh, you're not on, Bobby. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Paul McCartney coming by today. Sometime between now and 11:30. Holy shit.
And we have...
I was wondering why...
One guy, one cup all set up for him?
One guy, one cup.
A reaction shot, 2 girls, 1 cup.
You're going to put shit on his coffee cup?
Put shit on his fucking guitar.
Could put some of that liquid ass on the microphone and play the same gag we did with Robert Kelly, because, you're the same as Paul McCartney. I was wondering why there's extra security around here, and they also asked Club Soda Kenny to hang around a little bit. So.
One guy, one pudding head.
I was going to say 1 wife, 1 leg.
Wow, wait.
Well, there's plenty to ask him, I guess.
It sure is.
Yikes. He's doing other shows right now, thank God, because, come on. We always talk about the picture to get. I mean, a Beatle picture is pretty much the best you could do, I do believe.
For me, Ali is the ultimate picture.
Yeah,
it was
think?
Black Sabbath as a group, and I got that. But now it's Muhammad Ali.
Ronnie was having a pretty good bit yesterday talking about, who's the most famous person in the world right now. And some people are trying to say Ali, and Ronnie's like, I think the younger generations really don't know much about Ali and how huge he really was in his prime, and that the Ali thing is more for people that are over 30. Still probably the biggest celebrity or the most famous person
right now. The most famous person in the world is probably Obama.
Obama?
Yep, you know what? You're probably right.
That guy can't fucking show his face anywhere without everybody knowing who he is.
More famous than the Pope?
Yeah, the Pope can... If the Pope wasn't in his Pope garb, right? The Pope is just wearing a suit.
Right.
You wouldn't fucking recognize the Pope. I think, and the Muslims don't give a shit about the Pope.
Oh, yes, they do.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh, yes, they do.
Boy, would they love to get a hold of him.
Oh, he's the head of the interlopers. Of the Crusaders.
Yes.
Wow, that's interesting. Obama's the most famous person in the world right now.
I think there's a weird thing. There's fame, and then there's visual fame. I think as far as being known... and visually looking at him and knowing him walking down the street,
right,
anywhere in the world,
right,
they would know who he is.
Or George Bush. Bush has been hated for 8 years. I mean,
that's
Bush
true.
Is known.
That's a biggie.
Wow, that's okay. You nailed it.
That's a biggie.
I didn't hear what they decided because I can't. We can't do 5 hours of radio and then listen to another 3. I try to take a listen when I can. But Obama, most famous person in the world right now, is that what Ronnie said yesterday?
I don't know.
Or were they talking more sports figures?
Well, it could be, or actors and stuff like that. You get somebody like Michael Jackson can't go anywhere in the world without people pulling their children away, without people knowing who he is.
Right.
I think even Tom Cruise is probably in there. The giant, multi-million-dollar actors.
Obama comes out of nowhere, and he's now the most famous person in the world. I mean, we all, kind of got our first glimpse 4 years ago, whatever it was, when he did that speech.
Yeah.
In 4 years, he becomes the most famous person in the world.
Yeah.
Who's the least famous person in the world?
Oh, my God. That has to be.
That's what I was going with. See, we think alike. See?
And then there's me.
Oh. Nah, you're in between Voss and
poor Rich
and Obama
on that stupid stand-up showdown contest that he's.
Why does he care so much?
Listen to me.
It's embarrassing that he's begging for votes on Wagbag.
But he was number 1.
Right.
He had 79,000 votes, and then the drop-off was like 8,000. So it went from 79,000 to 8,000.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh my God. Oh,
wow.
That's incredible. But then they found out that somebody had hacked into the site. Somebody.
Oh. For Voss's sake?
Yeah.
So they took votes away from Voss.
They took them all away.
That's hilarious.
He's 12 now. He was number 1. Now
cheating will not be tolerated.
They took them all away.
That's hilarious.
Every single vote away. Every single one.
So how many were really legit? 8?
Yeah.
Think about it.
Where's Tiger Woods in the fame game?
Oh, he's way up there.
I was 2 feet from him. Actually, Jimmy had a conversation with the guy. Do you have a picture with Tiger Woods?
No, I got no. I wasn't doing photos back then. But he was at the.
You talked to the guy? Yeah.
But yeah, he watched my show. I wound up.
Stop it.
Years ago when I was touring with
it's part of
Dice.
his stand-up.
I was touring with Dice. They said one night at Bally's, they said Tiger Woods was going to be in the audience. So he came to the show, and he was there. I didn't do photos, but I did walk over to him. He had a big entourage. And I'm like, hello, Mr. Woods. And he goes, wow, you were awesome, man. I really enjoyed you. And I'm like, thank you.
You were awesome.
He did say that.
Yeah.
And I just asked him to sign my business card, which was what I was doing at the time. I got autographs on the business card, and he did.
I think I would.
I wish I had a photo, but I wasn't doing them.
I would love a picture with Tiger Woods. Out of everybody to get out there, I think that would be maybe the top of my list.
If I ever see him, I'll ask him. I'm sure he'll remember me.
Yeah, I'm sure he would. I'm trying to think who else I'd really want a picture with. I already got a president. That was easy.
Well,
picture I can't display because the stupid X is in the picture. God,
Photoshop.
That piss me off.
It's easy.
How do you not
that
Photoshop
pisses
that
me
out,
the
dude?
fuck off.
How do you not Photoshop
And I didn't even
that out?
want her in this stupid picture.
You know, you could Photoshop that so easily because...
Motherfucker, I'm mad now.
You know why you can do that
I got a picture
easy?
with Clinton. I can't display it in my house.
Dude, you know why you can do it easy? You can go back to the same location and put the camera in the same spot, get the background,
right,
and then just cut her out, and the background will still be there.
Yeah.
Oh.
The picture was...
Just the lighting, the levels a little bit, the color, bam, you're in.
The picture ended up in the Boston Herald, and they did chop her out, which made me really happy because I didn't ask them to. They did it on their own because they're like, who's this fucking thing? But they did a horrible job with it. And if I did the same thing, everyone would be like, well, who else is in the picture?
You
and then it would bring up the discussion.
You could do that.
Have it photoshopped.
I got a picture with a president. I can't fucking display it.
Have it photoshopped.
So easy.
Yes, you can.
All right, I'll try.
Wow.
You have somebody
I
chop
gotta
the
try
arm
that.
out or whatever. It's very easy.
Dude, I swear, you could do it if you took a picture of the background with no one there from the location that you were at, and then cut her out and use the other background.
All right, I'll
match it up.
Jesus,
that'd look. It'd look. No, but it doesn't leave a big hole where
You're talking
the
about
hole
lighting
was.
and what are you going to get a key grip and a
No,
best
you
boy?
fucking do the levels on Photoshop. You adjust the levels and the color values, and you match it up perfectly.
You swap out heads.
How about
And it's got to be the same time of year.
about
One
you-
side it's fall, winter, the other side summer.
Snowing.
All right, I'll give you the picture. You do this for me.
I have the picture.
You have the same picture? I sent it to you.
I got a fuckload of pictures from like
do
everything.
it for me. For
Yeah,
my wedding gift.
I'll give that a whirl.
For my wedding gift.
Well, I still got the wedding gift coming.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can't wait.
It's actually a good, useful item that you need.
I'm trying to think what I need.
What is it?
Besides a mom.
Two
It's
radio
not-
show hosts?
It's not. It's a clone. Yeah, both of us, so we could sleep.
Are you giving me a mom?
No,
That's not damaged?
I can't give you a mom.
Boy, is that sad.
You
and
could use
uncomfortable
mine
for
though every
everybody in the
so
room.
often.
I'd
You
use your
get
mom.
drunk and just go fuck you, fuck you.
I would use your mom. No
That's
problem.
endearing.
Would she like do stuff with me?
Not sexually.
I'm not even going there this time.
What, the zoo?
Yeah, I want to do mom things.
Oh, mom is very, outgoing. She does things. Yeah.
I never really got to do mom things.
She'll go to the movies with you.
That'd be good. That'd
Something
be a
like
good
that.
start.
Movie night with mom.
Should make you a tuna with some Fritos.
That'd be a good start.
Love fucking Fritos. dude.
Fritos are the shit.
Fritos smell like feet.
No, they're the most underrated
filthy.
snack ever.
You know what? As much as
they're
I'd love to stab Bob's face, he's goddamn right about this point.
Stab his
Fritos
face,
are
anyway.
Very
I don't really
underrated.
stab my face.
Because you do have good skin. Bob has very good skin.
Bob liked it because he looked like the Frito Bandito with his mustache. Now I do.
If your mom was invited,
Nothing's working.
No.
If your mom was invited to the wedding, would she have complimented how great the wedding was instead of like trash me?
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah, the only person that had a problem with the wedding was my mom.
What was the problem?
I'm not ready to go there. I will though. Trust me.
Your mother didn't like the wedding?
She had problems where she was seated and all sorts of fun stuff.
Where'd you see her,
Doesn't
in
like
the
the
back?
fact that I'm getting along with my in-laws. God forbid.
Oh,
and I
boy.
spend time with like people that aren't completely psychotic.
Oh, Jesus. Is it holiday stuff, too, where you got to spend holidays with in-laws and that you do that back and forth thing?
There's always been an issue.
Because that's a big issue.
Always.
With a lot of people in relationships.
Always an issue.
And you know what you say? I'm king of my castle, Alice.
Look, I've downplayed it. I haven't talked about it much, but that was a motherfucker of a wedding. Everyone came away with a holy shit, that was an amazing display of love and everything, right?
I said honestly, it was, and not even to be because you're my friend. It was, and I mean, it was the best wedding I've ever been to. And I believe me, I was rooting for a disaster before.
My mom gave me a trashing. The only person.
A trashing?
3 voicemails standing by, and I'm really debating.
It wasn't even a, this could have been better, that could have, it was a trashing.
A trashing.
I played my mother's voicemail.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, what I could do with this that would make sense for myself and the radio show. I am fucking livid. I will probably never talk to my mother again.
When did you get the voicemails?
A mere week ago.
Oh, you
while
just
we were
got
doing the radio
You
show.
can hear I do.
She was at my house for a Christmas celebration after Christmas. Could have said this shit to my face. She is fucking nuts.
Well, let's say
she's nuts.
Are the complaints around? Is it something like you said, the seating? Is it something like?
I decided to put my mom. I'll tell you. I decided to put my mom at the table next to the table I was sitting at. My girl decided that she wanted her parents at our table. So my mom had a problem with that. But I put her with people I thought she'd be very comfortable and happy with, plus close enough where she's still among the action.
You didn't have your mom at your table, but you had her parents at your table.
That was her decision. We had 4 spots each, so she picked her 4, I picked my 4.
Abi Bay, Uche Ide Ukfe Upye.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, the question is, did you explain to her why you did it? Like, if she said, well, I was a little hurt I wasn't at the table.
I know.
I like that you just wanted to talk pig Latin.
Yeah, it's fun.
Like, if I'm not saying she's right, but if
call it
someone's
Bobby
hurt.
Latin. Sorry. I used to. Now I just put used to in front. I'm still goofing on you.
That joke's still relevant.
Of course.
Yeah. So, if she was just hurt, like, well, why wasn't I at the table, like, when her parents were? Like, do you at least explain, like, look, this is...
It never came up until a month and a half after the wedding, after she was at our place for a nice Christmas get-together with my family, and my girl's parents. Then finally, like, last week, she decided to just destroy me in voicemail form. Yeah.
Oof.
That's how insane she is.
That's a tough.
Does she like Lindsay?
Yeah, loves her.
Does she like her family?
Oh, there's a jealousy thing now because I actually get along with my in-laws. It's fucking nuts.
So there's the seating. All right.
You know, I left her out there like a dog. She said. Wow. Yeah, she's nuts.
Left her out where?
I've had it.
Like just hanging out there, like
you know, I sit over here, which is now you could argue should she be at the main table, but. She had friends, and there were other people. It was a nice table that she had right next to us, and to my left was the rest of my family. So it wasn't that outrageous. It wasn't like I had my family at the main table and she wasn't.
Who were your guests? Were your first 4 guests your family or friends?
It was my brother, who was my best man, and his wife, and then I went with Brother Weeze and his wife.
You were over your mom?
Yeah. And my girl went with 2 of her friends and her mom and dad. She didn't have her brothers at the main table either.
Yeah, but you gotta have your mom.
She could have had my seat.
Yeah, you're behind a pole.
I was like, what's that ballpark where they're out in the kayaks waiting for the balls to be knocked
San
over?
Francisco Candlestick.
That's where I was. I was in a kayak
waiting for the
waiting for the bouquet to come flying over.
Yeah, stupid me. I thought all the drinking might, take away from my day, so I figured I'd push you in a corner somewhere.
No, I did.
I want to be honest.
I had a great time at Ron and Fez. I was at Ron and Fez's table. I had a great time, man.
Cool. I was with a couple that I'd never met.
Yeah,
and an empty chair because I had no date. And Voss and Bonnie and Patrice and his chick was amusing. And Tyson Walters, I was happy to see.
Yeah, so
all in all, my table was a bust.
What?
Nobody that can help my career. Do you know how annoying it is to be the big name at a table? I want a network.
Yeah.
Yeah, well. So that's something I'm like living with. The only person that didn't see how awesome that whole experience was my mom.
Was it only the seating?
It always has to be about her in the end.
Was it only the seating?
There was a few other things, yeah. A few other things.
Well, what else?
I'm thinking.
I'm figuring out where to go with this.
I'm just thinking.
And then it'll be an all-out discussion, and then I'm sure people could get in on the conversation.
As far as relationships go, and the in-law thing and the other thing goes, I know from past relationships, I've known you many years, you really didn't have to put much effort into holidays with other relationships. So you were able to spend them with your family and things like that, right?
Right.
So now, here comes a family you get along with, and you're spending holiday time with them, and she's feeling a little slighted, I guess, eh?
It's just one of the many whacked out things that is going on in her stupid head. She knows how
tough
to,
nut.
She always knows how to make it about herself.
And that's why I went to Maui with a webcam and told everybody they couldn't come.
I went to Disney once for Christmas and caught a little bit of shit from my family about it. Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah. I just wanted to be in warm weather. I figured Christmas at Disney, the happiest place on earth, by the way.
I'm talking about my wedding. When I did my wedding, I didn't invite anybody. I saved around
no shit.
20,000
It was on a website like some fucking porno.
Good.
Good. Go fuck yourself.
I don't need you there going, what the fuck? A buffet? A buffet? We're at a VFW.
That's the boy.
Patrice ruining fucking everything, going up to my grandmother. Hey, your pussy smell still?
Yeah. It was in Hawaii, right?
Yeah, your pussy old.
They'd have thought he was King Kamehameha come back to life and start praying to him.
If you look, I don't even know who that is, but I know it's funny.
It's a giant fat guy that was head of Hawaii.
Yeah. And people are asking if my dad was alive. Yes, he would have absolutely been at my table. Absolutely. So do the fucking math yourselves.
Wow.
He would have absolutely been there.
Hold on, carry the 3, 4.
And people don't know the full story and they're already making opinions. Trust me, I just got to figure out where to go with this, and then maybe I'll get it out in the open.
Yeah, but during the holidays, though,
my entire fucking
life.
You
do the same thing over and over and over for the year after year, and then you get married or you get a chick, and now you got to start switching it up. Like I used to spend Christmas morning with my family all the time.
That's probably why people do that.
What?
Keith from Jersey. They have the dais kind of a thing, and the bride and groom sit together, and then they have the table, the long table, and the family sit on either side. That way, the bride and groom aren't at a table.
We decided to do things differently. We wanted to be just part of the party. We didn't want to be, wow, there they are. Their own little table in front of everybody. I always hated that at weddings. So
cling, 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 kiss the
bride.
Kiss. That's my favorite part.
Just cling, 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 and then throw her on the table, and just both of you start fucking on the table. It's inappropriate.
We wanted.
There won't be any more clings, I bet.
Yeah, there'll be more.
We wanted to blend in with everybody else. I get enough attention in my dopey life, and my girl doesn't like attention, hates it.
It's a wedding.
Hates it. I understand. So we figured we'd at least blend in a little bit and not make it everyone understood who the married couple was at the at the reception.
But that's where you're going to catch some friction.
We kind of want to just blend in. That's the way we decided to do it. Everyone does it differently. That made sense for us.
Yeah. On the one hand, I see, because it's your guy's day, period.
Right.
That's it. So whatever happens, and there shouldn't be any grief about it. But when you change the things around that people are used to at weddings, then they're going to say shit,
How do you make it about yourself? You
can't do.
Your son is getting married. He's had a lot of turmoil in his life. Finally, he's gotten to a nice place in his life. And then you turn around and make it about yourself. Just shut your fucking trap and just take it. Just take it.
There was no. I liked it. It must be hard though, because you're looking over at the table, and her mom and dad are there having a good time,
right?
And you're the mother.
This is right there. I mean, literally where it's sitting pretty much. It was might as well been our table.
You're not at the table.
Well.
Is it like the kid table separated by the adult table, but they're pressed together, but you know where the kid table starts?
It's a feeling of being slighted. And I'm not saying that you're wrong to put it there.
Maybe she should have done things differently when I was growing up. How about that? We'll get into this.
I would say the only different thing I would have done is probably I would have just taken a second to explain it. Even though at that moment it's probably hard to think of it. Maybe look, this is why I did that.
All right, how about this? Also in the voicemails was I had to be convinced by my therapist and others to even go to your wedding. Oh, wow.
Is that because she was sitting at the wrong table?
She didn't know she was going to be sitting at, quote, the wrong table. I had to be convinced to go to her son's wedding.
Well, the key word was therapist.
Most therapists should all just be lined up against the wall.
That's why I fucking hate therapists, because they get one side of the fucking thing. Trust me.
Therapists suck ass.
They suck
Look at
dick.
that.
I love my therapist.
I've had some discussions
Oh,
with
good for you guys.
people
It works
about
for you, then.
therapists, and ugh.
Trust me, after 20 some odd years, I have a very strong opinion on what they actually do for people.
Why didn't she want to go to your wedding? You guys have like a resentment history? I mean, I know it's a rough history.
She has
but-
a resentment with everybody. Everybody. She has a problem with somebody every single fucking day.
So why didn't
every day. It's exhausting.
Was she happy
It's
that you get
exhausting.
married?
I don't know.
Did she tell you that?
I don't know.
She didn't tell you in a card, like, good job,
I remember
son?
when I got engaged, came back with the pictures because I got engaged on a beach. And I had some killer pictures because, her family was there and they took some shots. I showed my mom the shots, and then a mere, month later, she didn't even remember. She, saw the pictures. It's just like, ugh. Ugh.
Have you ever taken your mother away on vacation?
Hell no. I haven't. I didn't do much of anything with her. No. No. I've had it.
Was she proud of you? Like what you do?
Who could tell? It's always about her.
Really?
And what her issue is. Yeah.
How's your other brothers and sisters feel like when they know they agree with you, or they?
Oh my God!
They tell you, "Hope you're wrong."
We all get it. That's the problem. We all get it. It's not just me. Actually, it wasn't me for many, many years, because guess who was paying the fucking mortgage? So I was hands off. I figured this whole fucking thing out. Now, because of things that happened that got her some cash, hence insurance policies, she doesn't need my fucking money for a mortgage anymore. So the next thing you know, whoa, here comes the fucking storm. Wow. It's coming my way now. I was hands off for years because I was the money man. The money man.
That's a touchy situation.
Yeah, man.
I'm holding back, believe it or not.
Damn.
Well, I get big resentments against my mom too, but I mean, she doesn't fucking treat, she doesn't fuck with me. Now it's weird. Like, parents later in life want to be the mom they should have been. Like, she's trying to be the mom she should have been back then with, I miss you, I love you, and all that shit that I get now. Like,
she's running into his room with a coat hanger. She's the mom she should have been.
I love when no one gets a good one because you see his eyes widen up.
Oh yeah,
he looks like
all
a
the confidence in the world.
Macy's Day float.
As soon as Bobby said she's trying to be the mom she should have been, my mind went abortion. Think.
Yeah, how do I get to abortion? From where I'm at today.
But I still have resentment against. I mean, things come up with my mom, and I'm like, fuck, it's shit from back in the day. I'm like, fuck her. Just fucking fuck her.
I think if it's fixed, it's a lot easier. See, Ope's still going through shit.
Yeah.
But if you had shit earlier in your life with your mom, and then you sort things out later on, I say we all look to a healthy mother-son relationship like Danny has.
Yeah, Danny's got.
And then,
yes, he does.
Then perhaps we can all learn what it's like to be in a healthy.
Danny's mother-son relationship makes fucking Edmund Kemper look like Elvis.
Here's how you fix your relationship with your mother. You call her on the phone and you say, "Stay out of it, cunt."
Jesus.
And then you never talk to her again.
But Danny, I love my mom.
I will say,
you know what? Sometimes that's the easiest thing.
I will say, A for effectiveness.
Yes, right to the point. Danny.
Guess who hasn't had to deal with their mother in a few years?
Danny.
I'm gonna put my hand up and yell, Dan. I'm gonna guess Dan
that's
hasn't.
the easiest part.
Wow.
Did you really tell her to stay out of it, cunt?
I mean, more or less. I mean, in so many words, I suppose.
Did you call back, Ope, or did you just say, fuck this, I don't want to do it?
I'm done.
Okay.
Done.
You're done with, that's it?
Done.
You're not going to talk to her?
No. Not anytime soon.
What do they say? Sometimes you gotta detach with love.
Yeah.
It's completely done.
Wow.
It's always been
unbelievable.
It's been something my entire life, and I've chosen a while ago actually not to play into this anymore.
There were years of resentment.
I'm probably about 2 years into not playing into this anymore. 2 years. Easy. before that. Oh, my God, I better call back. Oh, my God. Fuck you. Enough with your dumb problems every fucking day. My entire fucking life. We have an amazing family with, like, amazing shit going on. And, well, yeah, it's on the back burner because somebody has a new issue that we have to deal with today.
Does she live alone?
I don't even know where she lives right now.
You're kidding me.
No.
You're kidding.
No.
Wow.
I know about.
That house is gone?
It's in the process.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And then we had her in a place, but she didn't like that place. There was problems there, and now she's somewhere else. And then,
Is she old? Is she older woman?
She's
How old do you think she is?
I don't know. That's why I asked, stupid.
You're right.
She's fucking idiot.
She's 55.
Had Opie late in life.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, but and this
Late
isn't
in life.
This isn't.
Yeah, see?
55.
That would make him young.
Oh.
See, I was going for a young
I
joke.
went the other way. My mother's actually, I think she is 50. She had my sister when she was 15.
Wait,
had me when she was 18.
What a little whore.
Totally.
Love
She was
that.
fucking
Your
sucking
mom is-
cock in a bush with a schlitz.
Wow, your mom's in her 50s?
Yeah.
Stop it.
I swear to God, she had my sister when she was 15. She had me when she was 18. Yeah, an Irish Catholic
she's still in
family,
her-
too. So
She's still in her 50s?
Yeah, 50s.
Oh.
Yeah.
And this was like this too, and your dad was alive too. This is not just a reaction.
Oh, my
to her.
dad fucking ruled because his whole job was to, like, keep us away from the craziness.
Kept her in check.
And then when he passed, oh, my God, I had no idea what he was dealing with. Oh, my God, I'd kiss him right on the mouth.
He was the buffer.
Yeah, lots of buffers.
He was the buffer.
I would dig him up, but we went with the cremation, so now,
Jesus Christ.
I can't figure out what part is his lips anymore.
Jesus. Why don't you should take it and blow it in her face like a wrestler.
Oh, my dad was the man.
I just acted out the fucking thing like we're in a fucking TV show.
Man. The man.
So now the family's everybody's kind of just balancing it out. Like everybody kind of just like, it's your week or it's your week. Or...
People are bailing left and right at this point. We fucking had it. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
That's tough,
So everybody's bailing on him?
My dad sacrificed his life for my mom, basically, and she had the nerve to recently say that I was thinking of divorcing your dad.
No shit.
What? And I'm like, why are you? He's not even here to defend himself, so shut the fuck up.
Yeah, probably no reason to say that, even if,
my dad was, he made mistakes like anyone does in their lives, but he was a fucking saint.
She said that?
Dude, I'm just touching the surface. I'm wondering where I could go with this.
That's like opening up a little wound that doesn't need to be open. Like you can pretty much leave that.
Please.
Best just leave that to yourself and your therapist, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
Nothing to tell the kids.
Sounds like a Grey's Anatomy episode.
It's one of those things
it's been a guilt thing. It's been a million things. I talk about this stuff now because I'm dealing with it.
Yeah, man.
In my own way.
Wow.
Very, very different than going to a therapist, but
See,
certainly doing something very healthy about it. I can tell you that much.
But the phones light up though,
I
because
could
people
tell you
relate
that
to
much.
anything with parental shit, man. People relate to that a lot. Everybody's got a lot of people have like parental issues with one of them. You know.
You know what it is, though? Like I was saying before, Ope shouldn't be dealing with this at this age and stage in his life. You know, you either deal with your parent, or you fix things later in life. And by this point, things should be like either, you should either have some kind of peace treaty going on, or just not deal with each other.
It's impossible to have a peace treaty when there's always a problem that you can't even understand.
Then sometimes you gotta, like Jim said, cut the ties.
There's a point where you become the parent and they become the child.
I was
in
the
life. You know what I mean? Later
Dude,
it's usually after a whole bottle of white wine. That's when I become the parent.
I was the parent. I was the parent when I was very, very young. Very young. My brother took me to the side recently. He's like, man, I remember Mom would ride you and make you worry, and this is where the money thing comes from, by the way, and make you worry about money, like telling you all the financial problems of the family. And I remember thinking, God, he's not old enough to understand this or like be able to like deal with what she's saying to him.
Is anybody in the family like defend her? Like go, no, it's only, or does everybody kind of know?
Nah, not really. I mean, she goes around the horn and she'll call me and trash my brother and my sister and another brother. And then she'll call my sister, who she just trashed to me, and then trash me. And then and then we get together and go, what the fuck is she doing?
You ever talk to her therapist?
I refuse.
Yeah.
Why?
I just don't.
Is he bad, or is he just dealing with something that can't be dealt with?
She's went through every single person imaginable. I refuse. I don't need to go there. I don't care.
I was just
I
thinking
care enough
maybe,
that I'm
maybe
talking
they would...
about it, and I'm doing what I need to do, but I don't need to involve her, if that makes sense.
Like, I was thinking maybe they, even though I have no belief in those fucking people, that maybe that you'd get some insight that you're not getting by yourself from that person, from the therapist. They'll go, look, here's why she does this.
Yeah, but
or something like that.
A therapist is only as good as your willingness to work with them or listen to them. My therapist is fucking brilliant. Like, she doesn't tell me what to do, but I'll pull shit out, and I know that I'm kind of talking my way around something. And then she'll go, well, I'm just kind of concerned that you're seeing with this. Do you think so? And then I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, but it's also a place where you can be brutally honest in a neutral situation.
I always
it doesn't affect your, you can't go home and tell your wife. Like, I was actually talking to Don about that. You can't
Does
go
it
home
right in the mic and says, I'm sorry.
You can't go home and tell your wife shit. You'll get in trouble.
What's going on with
What
you?
are you, fucking your therapist?
You can go to... Yeah.
Yeah,
he's fucking hot.
So
I was with my wife last night, and you ever forget she's your wife? Your chick's you're like, she's my wife. I thought, you're hanging out with a buddy, and I almost was like, I was watching TV, and I'm like, oh, I'd fucking eat her asshole.
Hilarious. It's the electric company.
It almost came on. I did that with. I was over at Dane's house, and he was with his chick, and we're watching TV, and I forgot his chick was there. I just thought we were hanging out, and he was like, "Dude, you think she's hot?" I go, "Dude, I'd fuck the shit out of her." And the room just went silent.
Ooh, maybe you shouldn't have said that.
And they both turned to me like, "What the?" And he's looking at me like, "Dude, why would you fucking say that? Why would
asshole.
you fucking lifted the seal and showed her what we
Yeah.
truly are for like a second? Just scumbags."
So you've played these messages over and over again?
No, not over and over again. That would be insane. I'm not that insane.
No, I'm just
once, and I kept them because I'm just. I'm actually thinking good radio, and that's where I'm insane.
Well,
No, I don't play them over and over again. Absolutely not.
Have you ever
I'm
flipped out on your mom and just told her to knock it off?
Yeah, that finally happened 2 years ago, and that's when it all started to change for the better for me. Way better for me.
But she didn't take the message. She just got resentful. Like, how could he say that stuff?
Yeah, they put so much pressure on me financially when I was way too young for it. Way too fucking young. I gave every penny I made to them.
Jesus.
Every penny. Paid right up until only a couple of years ago. My entire fucking life. Since 12, when I was caddying, I came home and here's the money.
Hey, I saw you put that money in that jar.
Here's the money. Yes.
Had a couple of Cokes. What are you, diabetic?
Here's the money. One of 7.
Hope it was Noonan.
One of 7 kids. Imagine being 12 or 13, and you're seeing like the food in front of you, and knowing you paid for that. A 12-year-old, 13-year-old. Then so I started hiding money in the wall, in aluminum foil. It was my escape.
Tony
plan.
Soprano.
It was my escape plan. I was just 14. I'm like, all right, if I have money, if it gets really bad, I'll just fucking leave with my little money I got in the wall.
You probably could have hustled here in the city.
Please.
Little twink.
Oh, my God. Hey, John Boyd, Midnight Cowboy type of hat. Handsome devil.
That would have a nice fee.
You should be like, why is our son driving a Mercedes? He's 13.
He's got to sit on an inner tube.
Yeah, make him believe they don't know where the money came from.
Yeah.
Oh, that acting's going real well in the city, I see.
James Spader and some guy with a beard are fucking pimping you out for drugs.
Shit. I don't even know where that came from, but whatever.
I think it's very interesting, man.
I was more than pissed though, because I know I threw an amazing wedding, and people call me a crybaby. Whatever, dude. I know people. I say what I say because I think people out there can relate to it, and it makes for good radio. And actually, part of it is very, very good for me to kind of like
express this shit.
There are things people don't know, though. So, like, people think in Crybaby, they don't understand certain parts of the relationship. It's like,
But you'll get other people that'll go, dude, I agree 100%, and other people go, you're a crybaby. It's like anything else.
Right.
Dude, you're funny. Dude, you suck. Dude, you're fucking, it's both sides. Like you say, you talk about politics, it's the same thing.
Right.
Dude, you're a fucking conservative asshole. Dude, you're a liberal asshole. Based on the same statement I just meant, like one statement,
right.
And you'll get people that will call you both things.
I am literally the only guy here that gets consecutively positive feedback. With nobody disagreeing.
No. Everyone loves Jimmy.
Never an unkind word.
Person.
Never an unkind word.
No, they agree with everything he says.
Yeah, but
he's handsome.
Of course I am.
But to take my wedding and then make it about yourself and trash me over is just wow. That's a place I don't come back from.
Yeah, to do it to your
Ever.
face is bad.
Well, at least you know that
she's a coward. She's always done her all her shit on a phone, writing letters to people. I better shut up.
Poof.
But at least you know that you made the right move 2 years ago.
Dude, she was sitting in my house like a mere couple weeks ago, which was over a month after the wedding. She could have said whatever the fuck she wanted to my face.
When did she leave these messages?
Literally, like, I think a week ago today. Saw the phone ring. It was from her. I'm like, oh, boy, here we go. What's this about? And certainly right after the show I listened to, and I wanted to punch a fucking wall.
So she probably went to the therapist. This is probably what happened. She went to the therapist, was talking about the shit, and then he or she was like, you know what? You need to deal with this. You need to make a phone call. Because some therapists are fucking assholes.
Supposedly, the latest is, I think she went to talk to a priest.
Oh, you're in trouble.
Oh, boy, now
I
that's
would
trouble.
love to get in front of this fucking priest.
Suck his cock.
This fucking guy.
Suck his cock?
He may have just said, though, who knows? He may have just said, look, if you have an issue with your son, because he's hearing half the story, she may have said, and the other family was there, and then I'm alone. If he's like, well, if you have an issue with your son, you should call and tell him and talk to him.
All right, well,
it may have been like real good advice that was just perverted into.
Even though she had all sorts of demands, who she wanted to sit with, who she didn't want to sit with, because she had probably issues with half the room.
You should have sat her at
That's a hell of a
Patrice's
life.
table.
So she had issues to begin with, and I'm like, all right, she's going with these people that I know she's very close with. That'll be good. Oh, and then these people, I don't want to give names. I was actually thinking this is a perfect table. Plus, she's right near the action. I'll make sure I spend a lot of time. I'll go over there. Plus, after an hour or two, no one's sitting in their seats anyway.
Yeah. Did you pick up a vibe at the wedding? Or was she just happy? Did you not feel anything?
When we were doing the mother-son dance, which should be my moment with my mom, maybe have a very special, holy shit, it finally happened. Here we are dancing in front of all these people.
Mm-hmm.
It's an amazing wedding.
Right.
I had to hear about how her back hurt.
Did she dance with you?
Yeah, but the whole time she was telling me how her back hurt. I'm like, now you're going to tell me your back hurts. Right the fuck now? You're making it about you? About you?
Were you annoyed at the moment?
Were you just grinding your teeth? Like, shut the fuck up. Just shut up for 5 fucking minutes.
Well, sometimes people...
I think I said, isn't this beautiful, or isn't this so nice? I'm so happy. I forgot exactly what I said.
You were saying exactly what you wanted her to say, but you were saying it to yourself?
Of course. And she goes, my back really hurts. I'm like, all right, that's good, but I'm in the middle of my fucking wedding, right? Anyway.
Interesting.
Yeah, man. It's legit.
Yeah. But
you don't know where she lives right now.
No, I have an idea. I won't be going there. I won't be talking to her.
Hey, just because parents are your parents doesn't mean you have to interact with them, man. Like, if you try for X amount of years and it's just not going to happen for whatever reason, you can, it's stupid, but you can just go, look, I love the person, because they gave birth to me, I wish them well.
Yeah.
And that's it. I don't,
I haven't talked to my dad in probably 12 years. I mean, he was cool. He was a cool guy. My biological dad. We were friends for a long time, really close.
Right.
And,
I could so fucking relate to that.
And then all of a sudden, my sister had to get a kidney transplant. He got tested, found out to see if he could give her a kidney, and he got mad because she didn't call him for the birthday, but she called for a kidney. My sister might fucking die.
Yeah.
And this asshole's making it about his birthday. Sent her a pink slip like, I'm out. I'm done with you. So I had to write him off too. We haven't talked in 12 years.
I haven't
talked to him.
I haven't talked to my dad in 14 years.
You know where he is?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, out in California.
Why are you playing it?
Is he dead?
Yeah.
Good.
He's dead 14 years.
It's really hard. It's hard to talk to a guy that has a
dead.
It's hard to talk to a guy that has a frozen face, Bobby.
Yes.
You're not gonna get much reaction.
The jawbone doesn't move. There's no voice box left.
I don't even know if my dad is still alive, though.
Really?
He could be. I could be dead. I have no idea if he's alive.
You know what it comes down to? It just becomes exhausting. You know, the people out there that have, like, real mental issues, you have no idea what it does to your fucking family. It's fucking exhausting. That's why I do the bit of... Where you think it comes from, and it gets to the point it's exhausting because everything else has to be, put to the side. You got grandkids that are doing amazing things. I got a nephew that might graduate to at the top of his class in Gainesville. He's a Gators fan. He's going to be a doctor, but we don't get to deal with any of that stuff because
some words of wisdom
all the fucking time.
Words of wisdom.
It gets exhausting, and guess what? You got to write people off. Unfortunately,
you got all these good things going on with a bunch of people. I like to think the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, the one.
You would fucking think.
Wise man said that.
Why don't we live?
Spock.
All right, why don't we live that then? Why don't we live that then?
Well, we should.
You're absolutely right, and that's what I'm attempting to do.
Rejoice in all of the because I'm quoting the Wrath of Khan. When you get a bunch of good things happening, though, that's what you bask in.
You should.
Yeah.
You really.
And you can't let the one thing.
It's easy, it's easy to focus on negative stuff. I think we all do it as human beings, but why not? Why not focus on more of the positive stuff? There's amazing things going on in my family. Amazing shit. But it's just all tucked away.
Here's what I think a therapist would do for you. Whether you're going or not, this is my opinion.
Take his money, and then...
No, this is why I suggest it. Because you're at this place where you're really ready to let go, and this person still affects you. I'm sure it would affect me, too. Therapists, sometimes, if they're good, somebody who could help you let go, because there are ways to do it that make sense. Sometimes it's a process that they're aware of how to do it.
Right.
And letting go is fucking important, man. So you don't have to wait till somebody dies to let go, because people can't even let go if somebody once they're dead.
Yeah.
So there are ways to fucking, just detach from somebody and wish them well and really mean it. It's hard to do, though.
I'm definitely taking care of it. Trust me, big time. In my own way, which is a really good way. It's a very positive way. And people say I'm going for sympathy. I don't think so. No. I think it's helping just getting this off my chest. And I think it's got the phones lit. I think people can relate to stuff like this.
I don't see a sympathy cry at all.
I'm really not looking for sympathy. I'm really not. I've understood this my whole life. I have not liked it, but I dealt the best I could, and I made some moves recently that makes it much easier to deal with. So
that's tough though. It's your mom though. There's something with your mom that you can't just fucking disconnect. There's something always going to be there though. It's your mom.
Wow.
It's your mom.
I'm holding back.
The biological relationship, but no, I guess, yeah.
It's that fucking guilt they embed in you.
Dude, there's a lot of guilt.
They just embed it in you your whole fucking life.
A lot of guilt. A lot of guilt.
Oof.
A lot of guilt.
You and mom and dad are great, right?
My parents are shit. No, I'm kidding. I actually am lucky. I have great parents.
I think Jimmy has the healthiest parents in the room right now.
No, they're fucking mentally on some level too. But
the stories we've heard in the last half hour or 45 minutes here.
Yeah. My parents' problem is they love me too much.
Aww.
I swear to God, my self-esteem doesn't allow for me to accept how much they just love me. I have very good parents. I'm very lucky. Man.
Your dad's a great. I have a picture with your dad. He looks just like you, too.
Yeah, he told me about you. He said he's fucking got some weird attraction to you. It's creepy.
He does?
No.
Oh. I got a little excited.
Fucking ex-Marine. He's not a Mo. You don't. A Mo.
All right, I guess enough of that crap. I
love it.
That just came out of nowhere, though. I don't even... Maybe this stuff is working.
Dude, it seems you've been, to be very honest with you, you seemed a little bum lately. Not just a little distracted. Even when you're leaving, you're like, all right, man, take care. It's like you're not your normal self. And I was like, what if something was bugging him? And I should have probably asked, and I didn't.
Why would you? I mean, really.
Yeah, why
Let's
be a
do
friend?
radio show together.
Yeah,
Who
why
we
be a
care?
friend?
we all
Yeah,
just-
why be a friend?
No, we live across the street from each other.
Yeah, really.
You
Why
can
would
walk
you?
across. Takes 2 seconds. Hey, something's bugging
I'm just
you.
with my personality. I just assumed it was something I did, so I didn't want to mention it.
No, because we all have. It's such a weird vibe because
child.
it's 5 hours a day we're doing. And a lot of times people are leaving and they're just tired. A lot of times like, nah, man, I'm just fucking tired. Or it's a phone call from one of the fucking bosses that's annoying. It's like a lot of times it's just nothing.
Yeah.
Most times it's just like,
Yeah.
It's just extremely disappointing. Extremely disappointing. The wedding thing was the final straw because I knew I threw an amazing event for everybody and myself and my girl. It was just amazing. Everyone, I mean, to this day, people still call like, you gave me the event of my life and the love in the room and this and that. Not to get sappy, and then to get a call from your mom making it about herself is so fucking disgusting. It's like I can't even like truly express what that would do to a person. So disappointing. And my dad's not alive. He would have fucking ate that shit up. He would have
Did he put her in
ate that
check?
shit up.
Would he put her in check?
I wouldn't have known that this was going on, that's for sure. But he would have loved my chick, and he would have ate that shit up. And that's what's frustrating, too. Because then people have to tell you, well, how do you know he's not here? How do you know he's not really here?
oh, those idiotic fucking sentiments.
I went to the bar a bunch of times. He didn't follow me there to have a drink.
I went and tossed the ball around. I threw it. It hit the ground.
Right.
He didn't catch it and throw it back.
Right.
I was trying to make a ceramic vase, and he wasn't behind me holding me.
You know,
Ghost?
you know in the
Ghost?
Yeah. No.
you know in the you know in the church when like you walk everybody down the aisle. I
Yeah.
should have had somebody walking like an invisible person down and just like awkwardly tell the church, oh, that's my dad, because
my
everyone
dad.
says he might be here. You
should've-
never know.
He's here watching.
Right.
You should
so
have
we
left
figured
it.
we'd give him a good seat in front.
To really piss your mother off, you should have left an open chair right next to you and
Yeah.
had nobody sitting and saying,
He's here.
It's for Dad, not you, Mom. Get out
I
of there.
love that one.
Yeah.
But you know, he knows. Because my dad decided to drop dead like 3 months before I made it in radio.
Right. So
it's like, oh, but he knows.
No.
He knows that
Does he?
You know something? No, he doesn't.
He's up in heaven going, my son's a fucking loser.
Heaven. No.
He's in hell?
It's a pitch blackness of no thought and nothing.
Hey, if he is in heaven, you know how embarrassed he was in 2002?
Oh, my God.
That's your kid?
Yeah.
In my house?
Dude, he did it in my house?
yeah, not a good time to be in heaven.
Fucking embarrassed when you are.
Awkward.
You just hear over the heaven PA.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Kumia, can you please come to the front office?
God bless the people that try and say stuff like that. Like, how do you know? It's like, all right, that's what you believe, and that's nice. I'm not really sure if I believe that. So
They're cute.
I know you're trying to make me feel better, but you know, who knows?
Then God's like to your father, what's wrong with your fucking kid? I set him up as a tin knocker because he was going to go into a house and find $40 million in the wall. What's wrong with this attention-seeking
Yeah, right.
asshole? So what, he does voices.
That next job he went to, you'd have found 40 million diamonds in a wall or something. No, he goes out.
Something.
Wants to be popular. He wants to be famous.
That's how rich Anthony is, though. I was going to say he was going to find $10 million in the wall, which is a little more believable, and that's not even believable. But it would have meant nothing.
What, you're kidding?
Mm-hmm.
It's all put in my house now.
Nice. All right, we should take a break. We got to get ready for Paul McCartney. If you're just checking in, sometime between now and 11:30. We have any idea when?
Not sure yet.
Between now and 11:30, we might have to stay a little late to make this happen. But Paul McCartney is stopping by to say hi. He's doing some press today.
Your blood pressure's good.
What do you mean?
Just your blood pressure's good. Just a line from the script. Just working on an audition.
Oh, wow. See, that was, I knew there's something didn't sound right there.
Stupid me actually thinking you had some concern in your heart.
Glad to see you.
What a dummy I am. Robert Kelly, Stress Factory,
That's not
Thursday,
true.
Friday, and Saturday. Yeah, I thought. Oh, we took a few cab rides together, too, my friend.
When you get dizzy, do you feel your heart was beating funny? Boo.
Oh, the
Heartless in Seattle.
The woman that didn't tip.
Yes.
The XM version with some salty
good.
language. That's how we
Good.
started today, and we're going to get into that, the actual audio that Anthony referenced earlier on in the show. Stay there. All right. Robert Kelly, RobertKellyLive.com, Robert Kelly Stress Factory, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Robert Kelly tickets, 732-545, ha-ha.
I'll be doing 10 minutes of new material. That's it.
Wow.
Everything else you heard.
Don't say that.
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to share something I wrote just to put that last break to bed, and then we can move on.
Is it a poem?
No. I'm being encouraged to write. Oh, so I'm gonna read this. I wrote this, so don't make fun.
Nobody's gonna make fun of you. This isn't that type of show.
Dear blank. I have to use my childhood name there, and I don't want to tell you what my childhood name is.
You have to, though, else we won't know.
Dear blank.
Fucking Tweety, man.
I wrote this. Me. Finally, I'm writing down what I think may be wrong with me. My faults, my insecurities, and my problems. Maybe if I make a list of my faults, I could use this as a reference to be aware of every day. Things that affect me. I scribbled this out, but maybe I'll keep it. This is how I feel, and if I read this stuff later, I might understand why my feelings control my actions. If I write about my everyday interactions with people whom I know, then I might figure out their faults too. Maybe if I dwell in these relationships with other people, I might help myself and help them as well. Maybe if I worry about my problems and my problems with others, I might develop an even worse set of problems from my worrying so much. Thank you.
When did you write that?
Huh? Last week.
Why weren't we asked to consult?
Last week. It's very. It's therapeutic.
Wow. Yeah, it's quite therapeutic.
It's very therapeutic. It gets some of this stuff out in the open.
I think it was good.
Thank you.
What's it called?
Huh?
Me?
Yeah, it's called Me. Signed Me. I signed it Me. But I'm not giving you the pet name.
I don't know the pet name.
I close my book until next time.
Actually made sense. That's the frightening part. Jesus Christ.
Wow, if life doesn't give you signs sometimes. I mean, that stands on its own, but I guess I gotta
You're gonna have to lock a certain closet when you visit.
I gotta, wow, that does stand on its own, but just to show you that life is a weird fucking thing and throws signs at you, I got this Cobain Unseen book.
Yeah.
And literally, I opened it to that page.
And that was some of Kurt's writings, I gather.
Yeah, wow. I can relate to that little writing.
Jiminy Cricket.
That was literally the first page. I'm reading this going, huh. I could have wrote this.
Wow.
I don't think I could have wrote anything for Nevermind, but I think I could have wrote that. All right, let's say hi to Flip in Kentucky. Flip. Flip? Did we lose Flip? Are the phones working today?
Where's Flip?
Yeah, I'm here.
Here come the judge. Here come the judge. Let me do a 40-year-old joke.
What's up, Flip?
What's up? Happy birthday, Yimmy.
Oh, thanks a million, Flip. Welcome aboard.
Hey, what about that painting from the wedding? Are you ever going to bring that in?
I was trying to build up something with the painting, and I think it fizzled, so I think we might not bring in the painting.
No,
but I gotta see the painting.
Should I bring in the painting tomorrow?
I need to see it.
What's the painting?
See, me and Robert Kelly could relate a little bit, because we both got married recently.
Yeah.
You get a lot of gifts that you have no desire for, right?
Oh, I didn't get any gifts. I didn't get any gifts.
I gave you something, man.
No, you didn't.
I did so.
You haven't. No, you didn't.
What's your check?
You didn't. You didn't write me anything. You didn't give me anything.
I sent you a check.
No, you didn't.
I did.
It bounced.
You didn't send me a check. You never sent me a check or a card. You didn't even say congratulations. You laughed at me.
That's not true. I said,
You laughed at me. It's just getting worse. You kicked me in the balls. You smacked my bride.
You said I looked like the fucking guy who married us, the Hawaiian fucking priest.
I did, but I was very happy for you and Dawn. I like your wife a lot, man.
And she loves you too, but you never gave us a gift.
Oh.
Well, not one of my friends.
Probably because there was no wedding, we didn't think of it. I love D. I mean, it's not that I don't want to give a gift.
You didn't give a gift?
You didn't.
There was no wedding, dude. He just went to wedding. All of a sudden they get. I mean, there are a couple that I know. They get married. I'm not invited to shit.
That's pretty fucked up. He gave me a fine check. I was like, whoa.
I don't play
Looks
games.
like someone's getting paid.
Well, no, I mean we didn't have the wedding because
See, I have an excuse. I didn't know you as long as Jimmy did, so I felt like I didn't need to get you anything.
Yeah.
But Jimmy, my God.
Yeah, I mean Jimmy's the first one we always invite over for Christmas or holidays. We want Jimmy there. But my wife loves Jimmy, but you didn't get a gift.
Yeah.
I love the dogs. I'm using you too for your fucking dogs. The dogs are my favorite animals ever. Next to the horse in the Seattle video.
Was that the dog that you would feed your boogers to?
Yeah.
All right. That shows right there that you really love the animal.
It's a wonderful animal.
I ain't eating Nutri-Grain.
Oh, can I see one of those? Fucking delicious.
I know you're going to. Thank you.
I'm not going to.
Please.
Ah.
I'm starving. Where did Kenny go? I'm allergic to cherry.
He can't eat cherry.
That's right, fatso.
Go to the door. Who's the eager kid in the hat?
Who is that guy?
I don't know. Hey, hat from the movie Titanic, come in. All right, how you doing?
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
Look at that. Nice. Hey, Sam, you got a communique? Sam was handing me a communique. I said, why don't you read it yourself there? What do you got, Sam?
It says Paul McCartney is in the city. He's on his way.
He's on his way over here?
We don't have an official time.
Well, I know it. They said between when we started the XM portion and 11:30, Paul McCartney would stop by to say hi.
Right, he's finishing up at the other place.
All right.
And then he'll be here.
Do we even know what he's promoting? Did you getting the one sheet together?
Yeah, we just put together a one sheet.
Dude, what does it say, Jimmy?
Jesus Christ, there's a lot of factoids.
I had one of the reason I'm laughing is because I had an intern do the one sheet this time to try to train him.
Yeah.
And he titled one section Factoids.
Factoids. Paul McCartney Factoids.
Wow. Barbara Walters is second cousins with Paul.
No, come on.
Oh, with his girlfriend.
Which girlfriend? The new girlfriend?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He's going to be on The View today, too.
For the record, the fireman, Evan Champion, put together that one sheet.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Evan Champion. We all remember who he was.
Yeah, Evan. What did we learn about Paul McCartney getting ready for the big interview today?
The motherfucker is listed in the Guinness records as the most successful musician and composer in popular music history.
Guinness Records Book of?
That's right. He got 60 discs gold and sold 100 million singles. Yesterday is listed as the most covered song in history by over 3,700 artists have covered it yesterday.
Damn, yo.
And it's been played more than 7 million times on American television and radio.
Jesus.
The motherfucker has a company called MPL Communications, which owns copyright to more than 3,000 fucking songs.
Right.
Including all the motherfucking shit penned by old plain-faced Buddy Holly, along with publishing rights for musicals to motherfucking Guys and Dolls, A Chorus Line, Grease, and he's trying to get one for Rent.
What's the company?
Motherfucking MPL Communications.
Oh, my peg leg?
I knew he didn't care
Thank you
about
for the
actual
softball,
name.
Jimmy.
Do you think I thought Ant was really curious because he might have invested in it? My peg leg.
Nice.
I like the fact that you thought of that the whole time I read through the description.
I know, I had to wait. Actually, I had to find something for P.
Hey, Robert, what are you going to ask Paul McCartney when he gets in here? For real, no joke question. What would you want to ask Paul McCartney?
I might leave.
Why?
I might just go sit out there on the bleachers
and just watch?
I don't want to fuck it up.
It is one of those things.
I get nervous when I get around fucking celebrities, especially he's a fucking Beatle, dude.
He's huge.
Right.
Yeah, I don't need a fucking another not you story. I might just sit out there with that fucking.
I get nervous when Dreyfus came in.
Yeah, I was pretty nervous with Dreyfus, but this is way bigger.
Dreyfus seems like he'd be fucking cool though. Was he?
He was boring.
Are you going to comment on his song that he did with the chicking, 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 chicking?
What song?
What song? Yeah, exactly.
Dreyfus?
No, McCartney.
I get the. It's going to be all right. We're going to dance tonight.
Yeah. You going to comment on how much you love that song?
I do like that fucking song. I'll tell him.
You don't.
I like that song you did. What's the new one? Hey, we're going to dance tonight. We're going to be a plinka, 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 plinka.
And then I want you to model his poster, his little promo poster, like you used to do for us all the time, where he would be. What was he doing exactly?
I don't remember. It was something.
He had pursed lips. I remember.
Yes, pursed lips,
pursy lips, and he looked like fucking Janet Reno. And it was.
You're gonna tell him this?
I'll tell the motherfucker. What was the name of that song, man? Yeah, dance tonight. We're going to dance tonight. We're going to be all right. It was very lyrically advanced. Trite fucking concept that was.
Yeah.
Here he goes.
Give me a clip of Jimmy making fun of him.
No. Oh, no.
I'll work it in.
It's a nice song. Just strumming the same thing that fat pig played Somewhere Over the Rainbow with. That fat Hawaiian.
Everybody gonna dance tonight.
Are they?
Yeah.
Everybody gonna feel alright.
That's it?
Everybody gonna dance around tonight.
Dance around like a bunch of retards? Was it a fucking safety dance? Asshole. Hanging with men without hats. Wives without legs. I'd like to listen to this song while doing the two-step through dog shit. In big rubber boots, so it makes a squishy sound. Like in a room full of dog diarrhea. Like the way one would put on fucking sewer boots and traipse through mud loudly.
Yes.
That should be the video.
Oh.
Somebody fucking Watutsiing through fucking wet dog shit.
People want us to do the franchise. No, man. It's an opportunity to talk to a Beatle. That's fucking huge. I'm not a big fan of his. His stuff in recent years, but come on.
Yeah, I don't want to franchise the show out.
All right. Why don't we try to get this in before Paul shows up? We got the woman.
Yeah, hop to it, Paul.
The woman who doesn't like tipping.
Yeah, this. Wow. I saw this video. It's been on YouTube, I guess, and this woman tries to rationally explain not tipping a waiter for $162, I think it was, the tab.
So 20% would have been $32.
She brought $170 with her, apparently.
Right.
She ordered a bunch of stuff for her and a friend, I guess, and the bill came out to $162, and she didn't think twice about just leaving him the $8. And this is her not even rationalizing it, but being so fucking obnoxious.
But how was this video made? I don't understand.
She just put it in because she was so annoyed. She kind of made a little
made a video
blog of how annoyed she was at the waiter calling her out on it.
Right. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, the balls on this fucking woman.
What's up, Sam? You good?
Yeah.
You came back in. Oh, because you saw the video.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I thought you had more pulse.
Where's Paul McCartney?
Where the fuck is he?
He is still at the other place.
What the fuck's he doing?
There's all those other radio shows they do over there.
Everybody's gonna be all right, except John and George. Everybody's gonna be
dance tonight, except Heather. He's having his face ironed. Hey, fucking. Hey, Reno. Fucking. Maybe you can snatch up C. Everett Koop. Fucking head over here. Fucking big dyke face, Paul is.
So who's
stupid hairdo? Hey, maybe you can trade wigs with Pacino.
Yeah,
I like that.
So who's gonna win, Ringo or Paul? Who's gonna win?
Who actually makes it to the finish line?
Who's gonna be the last?
Probably Paul.
I think Paul.
It'll probably be Ringo with our luck.
Yeah.
The least gifted one.
Yeah, you sit there and just go, can you believe it?
Exactly.
Ringo's the one that made it.
Yeah, he'll be playing Love Be Do on the spoons at a fucking bar mitzvah. Like the fuck kick. I want to kick Ringo right in his shitty stash. I want to dip the fucking tip of my fucking shoe in dog shit and kick his stash. I'm gonna say that to Paul. How bummed were you that fucking Harrison got old pudding hat and fucking Ringo still running around doing head spins? How's that feel? That fucking poor old George became fucking old oatmeal between the ears, and fucking Ringo's brain is as hard as a fucking rock of Gibraltar. How fucking sad is that?
Pretty sad.
How bummed out are you that they gave fucking Lennon a bullet sandwich and fucking Ringo was combing his stash, sitting on a pile of money in a mirror. with fucking Pete Best tonguing his asshole. Fucking Pete Best was eating the ass of drummer Worst. Just fucking Ringo stunk.
Let's make sure Paul doesn't hear any of this.
Fuck, let him hear. I'll tell him to his fucking stupid animal-loving face.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ought to get burgers.
Yeah.
We ought to get a bunch of burgers and start eating them.
Hey, Paul, I gut-punched a turtle. What do you got on it? I fucking held it up by its stupid, vulnerable neck and socked it in the gut until it shit all over the table.
I promise you, when we talk to Paul, I will sneak a little clip of this into the interview.
Please do.
Just a little bit. Someone's suggesting the liquid ass thing. No. It's our chance to talk to a Beatle. We gotta play it right this time.
Smells like shit.
Yes.
Right.
Ooh, smells like a stump.
Smells like Ringo's songs.
It hasn't been lost on some of the listeners that we're doing a story on tipping just before Paul McCartney comes in.
Oh, yes, of course.
All right, let's get to this audio. The woman not happy with the waiter because the waiter was unhappy with his tip.
Yeah,
Did
the
he get
waiter.
a tip at all?
Yeah, it was $162, I think, and she left $8.
So it was about 5%.
The tip should have been. I would have
5%?
left
16.
like $32, $30-something, $34, whatever
32 would
tip.
have covered 20 easy.
Yeah, would have left that tip. She left $8 because that's all she had left.
Right.
Meanwhile, you got to take that into consideration when you're ordering, dummy.
Right.
That you don't have enough to tip the gentleman that gave you good service. And, this is her just getting pissed at the waiter because the waiter actually confronted her about it.
3 friends and I, all girlfriends, we go out to go and eat.
What? 3 friends. Okay. I didn't realize it was 3. So now 3 of these cheap fucking cunts can't come up with a tip for this guy?
Well, later in the video, she says 2.
2?
So that would be where the confusion lies.
All right. Probably had to leave.
3 friends and I, all girlfriends, we go out to go and eat. And we were the only colored people there. The rest of the tables were Caucasian. So
And what the fuck does that have to do with anything? And what the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, who is this man doing an impression of a woman? That doesn't sound like a girl.
This big fat lump of shit has to bring the race card into it immediately.
She's colored.
The only black people there.
No, she said colored.
Colored, whatever.
It's funny.
And then the rest were Caucasian. I don't like being called Caucasian.
Exactly.
What do you like being called?
He's an Ofe.
I don't know. Racist.
Who cares about being called Caucasian?
Privileged American.
Are any of those, do any of those slurs bother you?
Above the law American.
Melanin challenged.
Any of the white slurs bother anybody in this
No.
room?
Cares.
Just
Honky, any of these things?
Just inventor.
Inventor.
Creator of all good.
That's it.
Wonder Bread. What are some of those other names we're called?
Fucking hot tub sitter while I drink champagner.
I'm now booer.
Hey, come on, that's a good, because that's what I do.
That's true.
Why would I be upset with that slur?
Because I have to start thinking now, if they're going to be accurate slurs, who wants to be tranny lover? Bob raised his hand.
Yeah. Of course it did.
I think we should bring the audience in for the Paul McCartney interview. Get a nice
I
lively
agree.
room.
You guys want to come in? Just behave.
All right.
And this young gentleman up front is dressed like fucking like one of McCartney's classmates in 1963. That fucking dopey hairdo and his tight slacks. Like to suck his dick right here on the table.
All right, here we go.
Trying to give you a setting of what was going on. So we ended up ordering. I had 2 girlfriends. They ordered filet mignon. You know how much that costs. And I think I had a crab salad, a vegetable salad, seafood salad, and whatnot and whatnot. I think we all had 2 drinks apiece. So anyway, the bill came out to be like $164 or something like that. That wasn't bad, right?
Of course, it's a
We
baby
ended up paying the bill. But as we paid the bill, okay, we had like $8 and some change left over, so we left there for a tip.
You fucking cunt. $8 and some change left over.
Yeah. So, what's what she had left?
Yeah, so they just threw out what they had left, and you know damn well that ain't all they did. They didn't leave that motherfucking place broke.
That's all they had left.
Bullshit.
I used to wait tables,
Bullshit.
and Europeans and black people
No one cares.
didn't tip.
No one cares.
They didn't tip.
Quite tip.
No
They don't
one
tip
cares.
at all.
They don't quite
No
tip.
one cares.
It's
No
a
one
stereotype.
cares.
Black people don't tip.
It's a stereotype.
Here we go. The second clip. The waiter takes exception to the tip the woman left.
Yeah. Jimmy just spread them and blasted
Yeah,
them
but he
at the
bent over the
audience.
table like a robot.
Yeah.
Play it. We're good.
You got to show the audience.
No, why not?
Yeah, give them a treat.
You guys enjoy that?
What the hell, right?
Yeah, fucking something sexy.
One guy's
afterward.
clapping.
Do you think he has a nice ass?
Of course.
Is it cute?
Hairless, smooth.
It's nice, right? Would you fuck it? Would you lick it?
They're trying to figure out why they listen to this show. It's obvious.
We end up getting in the car. So we're in the car, and I'm the last person to get into the car. So as I get into the car, I see this guy running behind us, and I'm like, what the fuck is he running for, right? So he like, stiffing is not cool. He's like, not tipping is not cool. He's like, I have to pay the bus boy, the such and such, the bartender for making the drinks. I have to do this, I have to do that, and I'm like, that is not my fucking issue, dude. I paid my motherfucking bill. Our shit was kind of high for me. That's kind of high, you know, Taco Bell to, you know, filet mignon. So the bill was kind of high, and I feel like he should have been just satisfied enough that we left money. You know what I'm saying? That we did have the true amount.
The fucking attitude on this bitch makes me want to punch her in her fucking face.
Well, she's not coming across in a good light, though.
Of course not. But that's just it. She's fucking presenting herself. She made this video herself.
But you know,
to get pissed to try to make it like the guy. It was his problem.
But she left $8.
Yeah, I mean the restaurant.
She did leave some money.
Yeah,
and the restaurant should be happy that she paid her
that she paid her bill.
And she did pay the amount.
She's like, hey, I paid the bill.
And by the way, I think that's an illegal practice for a restaurant to make wait staff. It's called tipping out.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I've had to do that, and dude, it fucking sucks. It got
sometimes they make you tip the manager. The manager dips into your tips too.
Yeah, well, I never had to do that, but like I had to do the same thing. I would make a decent amount of tips, and then I had to give a percentage to the bartender,
the
to the
bus
staff,
boys,
and like I felt guilty sometimes because there was some days where I'd be bartending, and like the waiters and waitresses are giving me like a percentage of what they made, and I know I didn't do shit all day.
Yeah,
and I think it's an illegal practice now, but that's even more too because now you're making shit as it is, and now you got to give a percentage of your shit.
Yeah,
away.
but they do in other countries. They double tip. So like people, you go like in Aruba, they add 18% to the bill, and then they.
What are you doing? He's in the running for worst story ever award.
No, go ahead, Ope. Go ahead, Ope.
No, I want to hear more about Aruba.
Go ahead.
How's the tipping in the Cayman Islands?
A little better than Aruba, right, Bobby?
No, go ahead. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Not right. This is a damn good story.
No, it's very good.
You order your coconut daiquiri. They want a tip. Boom, go.
This is just like the old days when we did 55-gallon drum challenge.
Go ahead. Let me just step in shit and put it in somebody's face and then fart. Go ahead.
Hey, I'll be at the Stress Factory one of these nights.
You're not coming.
Fuck, I'll be there. Go fuck yourself.
There's no way you're coming.
Yeah, now I'm going to prove it. I'm going to be there.
That's what I was trying to get at.
Hey, shark expert on Fox News. This isn't good. He's got a theory that the shark are starting to eat more and more humans because their food supply is being depleted.
Oh, the shark expert.
So now the fucking sharks are actively going after us.
Oh, Opie.
Yeah, I'd like to see a shark get me while I'm doing my banking or driving, whatever I'm doing.
You don't go in the water with
I'm
monsters.
not going in there. There's monsters in the water.
Do you go in the water with monsters, Bobby?
I don't go above my tits. I don't like my feet kicking.
Why?
I like that. I don't want the shark to get that jaw's eye view of me flopping around like that Kittner boy.
Know what you guys need to do?
Stupid raft.
What you doing? I could cure you all. Go scuba diving once and realize how fucking scared everything under the water is of us.
Yeah.
Sharks aren't.
They're all petrified.
Yeah, and when sharks get scared, they bite whatever they're scared of. So
they're dare I say they're skittish.
Look at this real man. There's a fucking rescue going on.
Well, one of them's dead already.
Off Virginia Beach.
Someone's boating in Virginia
But no,
Beach.
that's one of the fucking rescuers.
Yeah,
Look
they're
at this
looking
guy. These guys jump out of the fucking helicopters into this water.
Right.
And save people.
And I'm boo-hooing about my mom.
We sit here doing a radio show and get all mad at stupid things.
And this guy is like trying to save a life today. He looks like a frogman.
He's a frogman. I had the G.I. Joe frogman.
So did I.
Cool.
Very cool. All right. The woman says she paid her bill.
Yeah, I paid my bill.
Okay, first of all, we paid our bill. No, we didn't leave what you think we should have left, but if billing and tipping was mandatory, then why the fuck y'all don't have it on y'all receipt like the Cheesecake Factory or Yamashiro's or, you know what I'm saying?
That's the problem. She's used to all the high-end restaurants.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I was holding out judgment. I'm with Ann on this one. I hate her. She's a cunt.
I
Fucking
cannot
hate her.
stand
How many
this
people
woman.
went?
3 people.
Drinks, appetizers, steaks.
But they left $8. Like, they didn't just not tip.
She goes into this place, orders filet mignon, and knows that it's going to be expensive.
Right.
Yet, and knows how much money she got. And yet she just fucking, like, runs it right up to the fucking limit so she could shove it in her fat ass and stiff the fucking waiter.
I've had the guilt where I've been in a place, and this was before credit cards. I'm like, fuck, oh my God, I'd really want that appetizer, but I'm figuring the tip in my head. I'm like, I can't have the appetizer because I don't have enough money to take care of myself, the waiter, and everything else here.
Obama president, nah.
That's right.
So this woman's entitled.
I've done it in cabs, too. All of a sudden, I realize I don't have enough money, so I get out, like, a little early, because I'm like, oh, fuck.
I overtip cabbies ridiculous.
But I'm just saying, like,
I shouldn't. It all
like
goes to terrorism.
If I keep going, I realize that it's going to be, if it's a $10 cab ride, I have nothing extra, so I'll get out early, so I'm still tipping the guy.
Really?
I'm an idiot. I got to just have more money on me. All right, here we go.
Jesus, talk about boring stories. What?
You got me back. You're right. You're right. You're so right.
Guys, everyone's feelings are getting hurt. Let's just move on.
We're a little distracted. We got Sir. Someone is reminding us it's Sir Paul McCartney.
Right, we got to call him Sir.
Is it? What the fuck? Hey, sir, be on time.
I'm going to leave when
I just got a communique from the guy that runs the channel. He said it should be just a mere few more minutes. So
Tell the guy that fucking runs the channel to fucking step on the GAS, because I got a fucking GO.
Opie last year, and where's Bimini? Bimini? Bimini. Sorry, free. He went free diving. He saw a 20-foot tiger shark swim by him.
Fuck that.
Nice.
Tiger shark.
Fuck
They're not
that.
going to bite you.
Yeah, are you out of your mind?
They bite you because they think you're a fucking seal.
Google
when you're
fucking
above.
tiger shark and
What's a tiger shark?
Google tiger shark and fucking.
They're not going to bite you.
Dude, they chase sea turtles and bit it in half. Google it. They have photos of it.
Did it hurt?
I wasn't fat.
Huh?
I wasn't fat at the time.
It wasn't about being fat. It was being fucking looking like a turtle.
What do you look like? A thumb puppet? Everyone. Same thing, you fucking mush.
Bobby has just about had it.
But Bobby's
These appearances are exhausting for you, aren't they?
Bobby's problem right now
They
is
just
this.
fuck with you the whole time.
I don't fuck with Bob.
I love everybody.
I pointed out his turtleish appearance.
Yeah,
and I pointed out yours.
Yeah, but
we're both shellless turtles.
Yeah, but Bobby, do you have a hickey on your neck?
You don't have a hickey.
Jimmy
Not
sure
only do I have
does.
a-
Look at it.
What are you, fucking 12?
Thank you.
I got these.
Did you get it in the movie theater?
He's got hickeys all over his chest.
Do you have a
his neck.
convertible? Why do you have hickeys on your tit?
It's creepy, right?
Who sucks on your tit?
It's a fucking, a good girl, and like when she's biting me, I just go, fucking take it, it's yours. I come.
I appreciate a good time, but the hickey thing.
I don't like anybody fucking getting roughhouse with me.
You never been fucking, never had your, I like a lot of stuff.
Oh,
I like a lot of stuff.
I don't like that. I'll smack her back.
That might be allowable.
I don't like getting
All right.
bit.
Let's get back to the exciting bit that's playing here. The tipping
Yes.
bit. Woman says she paid her bill. Okay.
Or you know what I'm saying, behind or something like that, then it'll just be added to the bill, to the bill, and then I'll tip you that price. But today I felt like, motherfucker, if I wanted McDonald's, I would have went to McDonald's. If I wanted Taco Bell, I went to Taco Bell. But I wanted motherfucking seafood, and I wanted it from y'all place, and I feel like I can afford it today. So I paid for that. I didn't know that when I go out, I have to also think about my steak and the waiter.
Hey.
You do have to think about that.
Listen to the fucking way she's talking, though. Like, I ain't my fucking... There's no one that can ever convince this fucking idiot that she's wrong. No one.
She wanted a steak. She ordered a steak. She paid for a steak.
There you go.
You know,
That's it.
So if somebody wants to bring it to her, they could bring it to her. She'll give me
That's
$8, but beyond that,
God forbid someone fucking didn't give her what she thought was mines. There'd be fucking hell to pay. But this fucking bitch stiffs this guy, probably waiting on him hand and foot, all fucking, damn well there was problems.
Yeah.
Oh.
well, if the service had been good, maybe she would have wanted to tip him more.
Yeah, well, the
If there
service
hadn't
is
been
probably
problems.
never good enough for this fucking sow.
Plus, if he's so concerned about his tips, he should really be waiting tables instead of chasing people in the parking lot asking about $8.
Hey, Sam, you want to give E-Rock a hickey today?
No.
No.
I've never seen hickey.
No, I don't want to.
I've never seen it. I've never seen somebody give
What would
somebody
it take for you to
like
give,
that.
where? E-Rock a hickey.
Right
on his dick.
You can't give a hickey.
I know you need some. I know you need some promotion for your fine radio show. Where's E-Rock? Let's see if E-Rock's open to the possibility of getting a hickey from Sam today.
I can get into trouble.
And Robert, I'm surprised you didn't have more on Jimmy's hickey.
What do you mean?
I'm just bothered by it.
No, it's Jimmy's into that stuff. That's fine. I don't like hickeys. I don't like them on Jimmy's neck either.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you get it where
E-Rock?
people could see it?
I don't know. What happens if Sir Paul walks in here when this shit is going down?
So he'll probably like it.
You know what's funny about the Sir Paul thing? Someone wrote, it's like waiting for the cable guy. I'll be over anywhere between 9 and 11.
Yeah.
That's kind of what
Is there going to be an adult there?
All right. Now, E-Rock, before you say no really quick, because I know how you get.
Fucking
Think
torture
it over
the
a little bit.
Fucking torture the poor kid. I know how you get. You put it on him.
Sam was just telling us just a little while ago that he wouldn't mind giving you a hickey in honor of the fact that Jimmy comes in here with a lot of hickeys lately.
What? This is getting the gay right out of the show.
Now think of it.
I thought we were moving on from this.
But think it over. Maybe there's a way to do it where it doesn't seem gay.
How?
I don't know.
You have a twink sucking on a chunky guy's tit. How is that not gay?
Let's at least put it out there. Maybe there's a way around the gay issue here.
No, I don't.
Pretend you got bit by a snake and he has to suck the venom out.
Yeah. Now on your little boobies, your little girl boobies, that would be weird. What about the belly? What is Jimmy showing you?
Oh, well.
What? All right. E-Rock, what about on the belly? What about on the hip?
That's disgusting.
What part would you at least consider? Obviously, you're not going to consider.
I don't want to consider any of it. I don't want a hickey.
What if you had to consider? Obviously, the boobs would be out of the question.
Why?
Right, how about
Why are the boobs on? I've got them on my tit. Why is the boobs out of the question? Why is all of a sudden he's special?
And Opie, can I just say something? Opie, why don't you do it in his armpit? Because then the hair and the pit will hide it.
You know what? Fucking Bobby makes a good point.
No, you can hide it, and it's.
Sam, where would you like to give E-Rock a hickey?
A hippie?
I would really rather not do it at all.
All right, we understand that much.
Of course.
But where would you like to give him a hickey?
Considering you have to.
Well, I mean, the surface area alone, and in terms of the best appearance, would be the pale stomach area.
That's easy.
How about on his ass cheek?
Oh,
baby
that's gotta
steps.
be tough.
Jimmy, baby steps.
I think it's hard to draw blood up through the fatty tissue of the ass cheek for a hickey.
That's true.
You need like thin skin with blood vessels very close to the skin.
All right, so how about everything around the brain?
That's just me.
We gotta hurry up because Paul's gonna be here any moment. Come on, E-Rock, for the show.
I did a lot for the show yesterday.
Exactly.
That was
Today is today.
Right.
What about right in your stomach?
Do we not talk today? We didn't just play yesterday's audio.
E-Rock, right here on your stomach. Right there on your stomach.
All right, Bobby's negotiating. Where
right there
you
on your
pointing to,
stomach.
Bobby? Let me see.
Just get this little part right here, and that because it happens easy because the skin's real sensitive there, and you won't even feel it.
That's fair.
There's a little fatty tissue.
Right there, just a little, right here, right above your belly button, off to the left or the right. That's what Sam likes to suck on.
Sam, would you do that part of his body?
Well, I mean, I would get in a lot of trouble, I think.
With who?
People.
Here you are.
Me?
Be a man.
No, I'll let you do it, Sam. Go ahead.
What?
I won't get mad at you.
You're still making believe you got a girlfriend?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, okay.
Not for much longer, though. She already texted me how much she hated it when Bob Kelly spoke to me like I was his prison bitch and was slapping me in the face.
Why does she hate that?
She doesn't like it when I'm used that way because it sexualizes me and puts and
Jesus, man,
pairs me with Bob Kelly, which is not something.
Let me ask you a question. Do you mind it?
I didn't mind you slapping me in the face.
All right, so that's all that matters, Pookie.
Yeah.
It's true.
Would you like to give Bob Kelly a hickey?
No, I can't have a hickey. What am I, a fucking...
All right, we'll go back to E-Rock. All right, we'll work together here. Help me out.
I'm going to give you
one. Get this done, Bobby.
I'm going to do this in private with Sam.
Help me out here, Henry.
That's okay.
Trying to give this guy a hickey.
E-Rock.
Kind of people are they?
E-Rock, let's show Bobby the belly at least and see, Bobby, is there an area
You
where...
know what? That's not as bad as you guys are giving him shit for, by the way.
What? No, lift it up so you see his tits.
No,
All right. Now,
the photoshops of his boobs.
Yeah, that looks
amazing.
like illegal photos that you get on a website.
I think I might have an idea for where
not that bad.
you could administer a hickey.
Oh.
On Eric.
Where?
I think a good spot would be a place where any kind of skin would have to fold over onto another piece of skin. So I'm thinking either right under the breast area,
yeah,
or perhaps right at the waistline where the belly, because it's like it's sweaty and it's probably a little warmer,
cheesy.
It needs to be.
All right, look.
Look at Danny Ideas over here.
You know what? Sam's in. We don't have to worry about Sam anymore. Now we just got to convince E-Rock.
E-Rock,
come on.
E-Rock.
Just let it go down.
E-Rock.
Who gives a fuck? You're the one getting it. It's like getting a head from a guy. You're not gay.
Exactly. Look, if you
You're
guys
just lucky. It's just a
if you guys do this, I promise that we won't do any more gay shit for a while.
At least not this
That's
week.
what you said.
And
2 weeks ago.
Even though it's been forbidden, and we know that, a picture with Sir Paul.
Ooh.
Because, we can take one, but the policy is that,
Group shots or individuals?
It depends on him.
Yeah, at that point, I can't negotiate that one. We'll just slip it in,
by the way,
before he leaves.
Can we clear the phone lines? I want a few people to get the chance to talk to Paul McCartney. That'd be cool. So if you got a question for Paul McCartney, give us a call right now.
Do you guys want to see this happen? E-Rock get a hickey? Are you guys into
Wow,
this?
look at the enthusiasm.
Come on, dude from Alaska. Do you
Who's
want
from
to
Alaska?
see it? The guy over in the back over there.
You're from Alaska?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Right there.
Why? Because he looks like an Eskimo? Jesus, Bobby.
Oh, you from here?
Of course he's from here.
Looks like the cast of Apocalypto.
Holy shit.
Wow.
He's an Eskimo. He's an Eskimo.
All right, let E-Rock think a little more. We got the last clip from the tipping video. That's all the rage in Anthony's house.
Hey.
Yes.
She says he took the job knowing he might not get tipped. Wow, I don't like this woman.
See, this woman needs a smack.
I depended on tips growing up, so this would have set me over the... Yeah.
You took that job, you knew that you was working on commission or tips or whatever the fuck, then some days gonna be good and some days gonna be bad. I don't know what bill you thought you was gonna pay with my motherfucking tip. I felt real bad and I felt insulted and I felt like I was discriminated against and
discriminated.
All 9 motherfucking yards according to penal code, section code, racist versus tips versus, me in 2007 and me eating filet mignon when the fuck I want to. So you add all that together and I think he got a motherfucking issue.
Wow.
She's just a selfish cunt.
Yeah. There's
That's all she
nothing you can tell her.
She's a selfish cunt. Is she fat?
Of course.
She's
Oh,
a bigger girl.
The table probably looked like Katrina hit it.
Yeah, how many bread baskets do they go through?
Oh, yeah, all the free stuff. You may know to refill.
Can I get some mustard?
I need some bread.
Hey.
Give me some butter.
How do we completely step out of this show to make people understand what I'm about to say? They're on the instant feedback, they're like serious questions, right? I'm telling you right now, this is one of those unique opportunities. And as I say, serious questions only, how do I express that's really what we want?
We don't want when we say serious questions only, and we don't mean it.
Right.
We don't want that.
No.
We want interested parties, people that are interested and have legitimate questions.
And who's
about serious?
And who's
I don't know.
Travis, just give the calls. Hang up on the people with the goof questions. For real. Let's try to do something a little different for once.
Yeah, look.
Instead of the same
what's
old
having
fucking
sex
gag.
with one-leg girl like? See, he's got to go.
Right. And then we got hickey questions. So, for real, what would you want to ask Paul McCartney?
For real.
For real. All right, we're going to attempt to do something a little different today. Stupid us that we maybe mix it up just a little bit finally. All right, where are we at with the hickey? What did Jimmy...
Threw a gas at him. I cut the fart and tossed it to E-Rock. I pass it on.
Wow, you're good at that.
Yeah.
We could have Steve give Eric a hickey and then see if Eric catches his cold.
Well, no, Steve is We haven't even discussed that.
Fucking sarcastic asshole.
We all noticed that Steve had a cold for what amounts to 1 day, which is very strange.
I have to try to shake this.
Because most of us understand that a cold is 7 to 10 days, but Steve was able to get a cold and lose a cold within 24 hours.
Fucking guy's doing the peppermint twist all over the office. I've never seen a healthier man.
Right.
What the fuck? It's amazing.
I see that.
Yeah.
Real questions only, because now people are like, no, you guys have trained us too well. Please, I'm serious. This is a nice opportunity to talk to a living Beatle. So, and Travis will try to like filter out his best.
Where are you gonna get
as best he
Maggie?
could. Huh? Are we giving up on the hickey?
No, right in the stomach.
Are you going to disappoint us today?
I'll do it for a photo with Paul McCartney.
Son of a bitch. Oh, motherfucker.
And we have to hurry because he'll be here in about 10 minutes.
All right, cool.
Sam?
Belly, right?
Right on the belly.
Okay.
Right on the left side of the belly. Sam.
Okay.
And don't
Hold
bite.
on now.
His left or my left?
His left.
Surprise us. Come on, Iraq. I'm trying to get some fucking hot footage. Stroke my fucking cock to it.
All right.
Sam, don't bite too hard. Just suck and bite. Suck and bite.
You just bite and suck?
Remember what I taught you?
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Wait, which area am I doing it? Right here?
No,
on the
down-
fatty area.
Down the bottom.
Right there.
No, down a little bit right there. To the left of the belly button.
There you go.
Where?
Right there.
Here?
Yeah, down a little bit more. Right in there. Right in there.
Do it up here instead?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
All right, thank you.
Right,
Where are we
right
doing
near
it?
the tit. Right near the
Doing
tit.
it up here.
Right near the tit. Right near the teat.
No, Sam's got to hold it, not you.
Hold it, Sam. Cup
Sam,
it.
you got to hold it. Now suck on it.
Okay.
Oh, God.
God, get the wire, you fucking aggressive fag.
E-Rock a hickey.
Aggressive.
It's not gay because it's for the show.
You got better do it good the first time.
Teeth.
Teeth. Fuck you.
Meaty son of a bitch.
Fuck.
Sam didn't get any.
Sam's suck on it.
got teeth marks.
You gotta suck on that hard.
All right, hold on. Let me set my camera.
That was a
here.
complete fail.
I'm a little creeped out.
Epic fail.
Sam was a little too eager there, man. Just a little too eager. With
What am I
going to
be romantic about it?
Yeah,
I
he's
didn't say
fucking
you have to be
caressing his belly.
romantic, but
Yeah.
Sam wanted
you know,
Maybe
maybe
a little softer. Don't be
maybe-
fucking two gay guys in a fucking bar.
maybe.
Oh. Ew. Oh, boy.
Two gay guys.
That's a new fucking show on the WB coming out.
Is it? Are we trying this again?
Suck on it. Suck on it, Sam.
All right, hold on.
Wait.
Sam.
All right,
I
hold
have
on.
a request.
Yeah.
I'd really prefer to give a hickey to Tank.
Okay.
Tank Hankers?
Oh yeah, Tank.
No, Tank's
Tank.
not getting the photo with Paul McCartney.
No, I understand,
but
but Tank, you're now Tank.
Come on down here and suck my fat, faggot.
Now don't bite, Sam. Gent, suck and bite. Suck and bite. You get suck. Sucking is what gives the
I
hickey.
got it. Keep going, because I got to get. Hold on, I got to get a picture.
Keep going. Keep going. Where you going? Where'd you go?
Let me see.
Let me see.
Did it work?
Sucking. You gotta suck on that skin.
Did he get it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, that'll turn red. Real nice.
Right.
Ew, you got a hickey.
You just got a hickey from a guy.
He slobbered on you?
Thank God it was Tank and not E-Rock.
Sam, what does skin taste like? Like codfish?
Salty.
It's like
Salty.
like cod.
Like a salted
Yeah.
Salted pork.
like a salted meat.
Like jerky.
Salami. Oh, Paul's here?
Yeah, Paul has arrived.
Oh, Jesus.
Hope he's not filling out paperwork. Be embarrassing.
No, Paul. Weren't you in a band at one time? Paul McCartney has entered the building. We have a live read. All right, give me the live read. So we want to clear the
Quickly.
field. We'll do
It's embarrassing.
We'll do a break, and then we'll talk to Paul McCartney next. But first, following the success of their initial MMA event, Affliction Entertainment returns with Affliction M1 Global Day of Reckoning, live on pay-per-view, Saturday, January 24th at 9 p.m., 6 p.m. Pacific. The explosive six-fight MMA pay-per-view event will be headlined by Russian sensation
Fedor Emelianenko!
as he attempts to defend his World Alliance of Mixed Martial Arts heavyweight belt against world top-ranked heavyweight
Andre the Pitbull Arlovsky.
The blockbuster pay-per-view also features MMA All-Star
Josh Barnett!
As he takes on the experienced
Gilbert Ivel!
All their fighters featured on the card include Matt
The Law Lindland!
Is Eastside Dave here to ask He's here.
Sobrell! Chris Horodecki!
Horodecki. He's not fucking Japanese. Oops.
Mr. McCartney just laughed at that.
Dan
He's got a smile on his face.
Horodecki.
The event is presented by
Golden Boy Promotions.
Affliction Entertainment and its partners
Donald J. Trump.
and M1 Global. Affliction, M1 Global Day of Reckoning live on pay-per-view Saturday, January 24th at
9 p.m. Eastern / 6 p.m. Pacific. Let's get ready. Contact your pay-per-view provider. For Fedor, the great Fedor Emelianenko. I want to fucking go. I want to see this fight so badly.
It's in L.A., though,
It's
California?
in Anaheim, yeah.
Anaheim.
I am dying
Anaheim's
to see
a
this
shithole,
fucking
by the
monster
way.
fight.
I hate Anaheim. Too close to L.A.
Who's better than Fedor, man?
LA's
No one.
cool. I know, we got a break. All right, we're going to talk to Paul McCartney next. We got Robert Kelly in studio. We're promoting Stress Factory Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. This is huge for our show. Right after the break, Paul McCartney. Stay there.